if you want to say what it's actually called, but it is clearly the Scooby-Doo van.
It's called the Electron, but we're going to kind of tout that name all around. It's the Scooby-Doo van from now on. Man, that's a good name for it.
Thank you.
I told the devs today, right, you mentioned that.
I'm good at this stuff. This is why they pay me the big bucks, Joel.
You're doing your money's worth, man.
That's right. Well, on-off, looking for a grenade attempt here. He does have a lot of members of WD starting to stack up. Look at TikTok. Look at the information he's able to get around the corner of that door.
WD, though, still reluctantly trying to go for the finishing touch on the other team, but NMG not providing enough space for the all you can get is basically the resurrection
them into a situation.
Hey, PicsArt, let me tell you a short story that I experienced yesterday. I was playing a regular match and just going for the promotional, right? Just a regular day. I'm at the final circle and I get killed with a Bison, right?
Okay.
I was mad initially at that time. I'm not so mad anymore.
No, it's
Bison's
good.
a great weapon.
It's really good.
Supposedly.
It has a lot of bullets inside the clip. You could just spray for days. So that was phenomenal work there. Maneuvering around, catching them completely off guard. I think a little bit ill-advised there for WD. To drive into a situation where they didn't have good information.
That's the thing that I really wanted to reiterate. Did they really need to take that risk? Basically, their initial fight was won by them. Do they really need to risk their chance of maintaining all four members if they could just move into the circle? They were outside the zone, as you were mentioning. I don't know if that was the best play selection from them personally, and see how that affects the rest of the lineup here.
Well, meanwhile, in the middle of the circle, TB has set up a bit of a split, just kind of gathering territory and information to the north of Anchorville. You have TON driving around themselves, trying to also garner some space and information towards the center there. That backpack is incredible. That snowman sticking out the it's kind of like a rear guard there. It's kind of like you're like carrying around Baby Yoda in the back.
You saw the advert right before we started this broadcast,
yes.
The Frozen Wonderland promotional video. That was part of that package, and
I like it.
But sadly enough, the promotion for that is over. So
well, how does the snowman not melt, Joel? Explain this to me.
And you know what? I don't want to relate to a certain movie that you might have seen. The story comes from that as well. I mean, there's some similarities. Yeah.
I see. So hey, it's magic. You can just call it magic.
You know what? In life, anything you can call magic is what you want to believe in.
Okay, I'll take your word for that. Now, NMG looks to have, I think, called in their member with the green flare gun, so they're back up to 4 strong. Indeed. Oh, there's what you're talking about. It's easy to shoot people out of the air.
Green flare gun, it's no use when there's enemies right around you. You're basically coming out with a 30% health ally with no gear whatsoever.
And MCY probably must have had a pretty good idea of the situation that NMG was in, keeping track of the kill feed. So important in games like this.
And as soon as you hear the big pop of the flare gun, you kind of have to decide whether it was a red flare gun, green flare. You can get the visible hints from there. And as soon as you see that it's green, just stand there and get the free kill.
I like it. Really smart. Here we go. Car versus car action. KRS taking a bit of damage. Second place team. Oh, they roll. They're out. A lot are down already here.
Go.
So weak, Joel. Oh, no. The car explodes to make matters worse. Peck gets out. They're going to find 2. He's just going to prone down, feed the information over to the swarming members. Oh, KRS, though. Couple knocked on the rock here. All of a sudden, things turning around.
That's it.
And they're out. Defense. MCY, I thought they were done, Joel.
I mean, you saw the car flip over and you thought that was Doomsday, but with a couple of people getting out of that vehicle at the right timing and with the agility that they showed, this is what happens when you get a 4v4 battle. It just could end like this.
Maybe we need, like, a gray flare gun to, like, call
Gray flare gun, you say?
Yeah, yeah.
Giving off a lot of ideas today.
Yeah. To
Well,
repair
free.
to repair your cars.
To repair your cars.
Yeah, so your car's all busted up there, and now you've got no car left. What if you could fix it?
Man, you're going to have to make a very, very good value proposition for that one to make that work.
See?
But I'll still talk to the devs about it.
Okay.
I'll let you know what they
I'm
say.
just throwing ideas that as they come out to it.
They like ideas.
These are free.
I mean,
I'm
free
giving
ideas.
these to you.
Paper-thin ideas for free. What more can you ask for?
That's right. All right, well, DG98 for TB. Not sure if that's just an homage to the professional PUBG player DG98.
No idea. You can just go up to the desk right now and just look at who's
well,
playing.
I know what he looks like, so I'd have
Exactly.
to go back there and see if it's him. But all right, so MCY, Shinyena. I got it, Shinyena.
Yeah.
Some of the names are in Korean as well, so Kyungju is up there and a lot of diversity here. Again, amateur players, right?
Sure.
This is just an amateur tournament. These are guys who are just on the top of the leaderboards. They put teams together for this, and they're making a run. Again, the prize pool is massive, so why not?
Why not? That's exactly what I was about to say. If you had the option, if you're good enough, why not? It's a lot of spare change.
Exactly. MCY, they're in the blue, but they can wait just a little bit longer. They're going to take their time, but like you said, the blue does hurt these electric vehicles in a kind of interesting way.
Yeah, it does take the battery out much faster when compared to conventional vehicles. Internal combustion engines, as you would like to say, the ICE vehicles.
Nice.
Big fan of cars.
Good words.
Yeah.
Good job. Internal combustion engine is what most cars use, by the way. In case people are...
Yeah, if you didn't know, your car is probably internal combustion engine
Likely.
vehicle. Likely.
Unless it's electric.
Unless you picked up an EV.
Yeah, in which case, props to you. I wish I could have an EV. Actually, no, I don't, but that's a whole I don't like vehicles. I don't want to have my own vehicle. I like public transportation.
You do like public transportation.
I'm a bus and subway kind of guy.
But you took the taxi today.
Well, that was as a result of my own poor planning more than anything.
Kind of unintentional taxi right
well,
there.
I didn't realize the trains were not running very often.
Hey,
anyway, that was my own fault, though. And therefore, I had to lose $15.
We love
to
public
taxi.
transportation here in Korea.
Yes,
It's great.
This country has the best public transportation in the world, for my money.
Very arguably, yes. I would agree with that.
Yeah, I love it here. All right, well, MCY, nobody over here on the southwestern corner of the circle, to be frank. So they're going to be able to come through, taking their time. So you'll see a lot of these teams stop at the edge of these hills. Why?
Yeah.
So they can peek over, see what's going on, heal if they need to. A lot of opportunities there because they know that everything around them is already clear. They need to know what's ahead of them over this next step.
There are lots of hints in NewState Mobile. You get the sound and the visuals, obviously, but you do get the indicators. If someone's walking right beside you, you'll hear all that. But this play, probably the player of the match, at least for this match too. What do you think of this?
I thought they were done. I thought this was over. But look at this. I mean, the vehicle explodes. They swarm around them. KRS. It felt like for a moment KRS was going to have an opportunity, but MCY is just barely able to come through with it, to be honest. It was a very close fight.
And probably the adrenaline for them hasn't died out from this NCY team who just went through that big kill and see what they can make out of it for this remaining match. They are outside the circle for this next one that just opened up. TON very much in the center of the circle, starting off at the mall, very much didn't have to do much. They're still at 0 kills at the moment, still at the top of the rankings. See what they can do.
Yeah, so far in this game, just MCY and NMG with the big kill numbers. WD did pick up a couple themselves, but again, with those green flare guns, you're able to get lost players back in the game. You still get the kill point for it, though.
Is he playing an FPP? Selectively playing an FPP?
Is he a real gamer? Yes, is
oh.
the answer.
Hey man, we're playing in TPP today. All of these guys are playing in TPP, and
I mean he's practicing with the training weights on.
Oh,
it's like Dragon Ball Z. You got to get ready for that big end game fight.
You know what? All these Dragon Ball references can just go over my head. I'm telling you.
You don't wait. You haven't watched?
I watched it, but when you compare FPP to TPP with Dragon Ball, that's when my head starts working.
Oh, okay. I'll try to avoid that, I guess. But you know Piccolo, the green guy.
I know Piccolo.
He wore training weights. That's what made him like like.
Did he wear training weights?
Yeah,
See, I didn't get to that
His
episode.
clothes are heavy. You know, like throws him on the ground and it like makes a big,
The only
dust
episode
cloud.
I remember is Frieza, and
Yeah.
someone threw the spirit bomb. It was massive.
That's
and
Goku, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not as exciting.
How's that not exciting? Isn't he like the main character of the whole franchise?
Yeah, but, you
How's
know,
that not exciting?
he wasn't wearing heavy clothes. Like,
Oh, he didn't have the training weights
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
He wasn't playing in FPP.
Exactly.
There we go. See, yeah, now I get the reference.
Now
There
we've
you
come
go.
full circle.
There you go. That's all it takes.
See, we're figuring it out here. It is like our players are figuring out, you know, our first real esports match. We're figuring out.
With Dragon Ball references. here.
Exactly.
That's all
It's the important things. That's what we're here
Goodness me. But yeah, we're here with TON. Very happy with their position. Didn't have to move much after the initial migration from the mall to the central point. They're very much safe inside the circle. MCY very much looking for the action as we see them just roaming around, trying to get some visuals to see where all the other teams are.
Yeah, they're really keen on seeing what's going on. Yeah, a drone just came in here for TON. Not sure exactly what's going to be being requested.
Red flare gun at this stage might be a little bit risky, but we'll see. They don't have any knock members, so it can't be a green flare gun. So we'll see what they decided to pick up at this phase 4 in the play.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just kind of have to try to keep our eyes out. There is a crate coming down as NMG. Looking around it, seeing if anybody's going to be coming up and over this hill. They have a little bit of time before the blue closes in phase 4, making its way through. Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
So we talked about at the beginning of the show that one of the differences here is that normally in extreme mode, there's 2 crates that come out at the very beginning. They don't come out in the very beginning of this. Are there any random crates?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, there are going to be some crates coming through. You see 2 right there that have already spawned. These aren't summoned crates. These are just spawns that came in from the random generators. But we'll see more player-developed crates, as you can see with the red flare gun. That will be the game changers, and they'll go for those a lot more aggressively than the regularly spawned ones.
Yeah, those really seem to be kind of what the early game is about for a lot of these teams, especially if you're alone. Some more side-by-side action here. MCY, they've already won one duel like this. Can they win another one against NMG? Trying to light them up here with those ARs, even swapping the driver out of the steering wheel to try for this fight. Oh, there's the first one on the TikTok, but there's the return here, knock for knock. 2 knocks now onto NMG, just on off. He is super weak. The explosion doesn't quite get him yet. He's able to get behind the rock just enough to survive up and over the top. Trying to do something. 𝑽𝑚𝑠 just barely able to win the duel.
And these were the only 2 teams who had a squad wipe before this transition, and here they are with doubling their kill count up to 8. With MCY showing some proposition of what they can do if they just want to tick on their aggressiveness.
Yeah, the real question for me is how much drone credits are they finding out?
They have enough for a green flare gun, I'm pretty sure. I would imagine, especially after picking up those 4 kills, just pick up the loot from the other team and they'll have more than enough just to pick up a green flare gun to bring that 4th player back in. And for right now, MCY with 8 kills already in this game, they're looking like a strong contender up to this final matches that we'll go up to.
Do you get any extra credits for getting a kill? Well, let's hold this thought. Ruin driving up behind BB, our game 1 winners, the bad boys, Big 9.
Oh, that's a good position.
Oh, but he's down and out the window. A couple down here for AD as it's their turn with the drive-by. They've got a couple down already as you got Pack watching from the window. I like what they're doing here, using Pack as a focal point and just driving around him. It gives them extra angles to shoot into their opponents.
BB has to escape field bar, no choice whatsoever to not go back into this fight, and these teammates are dead. But going up to the earlier question that you did ask about drone credits, you don't get a prize per se, drone credits after you get kills, but you do pick up the drone credits there that the other players were holding.
Whatever they had left.
Yeah, just like the regular loot that you can get from other players. It's basically the same theory, but mostly players will not have used all the drone credits, especially in these mid games, in case they want a green flare gun. So kind of inferring that fact, they probably have enough drone credits to get that last 4th player, but holding that thought.
Fuel bar's just prone behind the door.
Oh, but he knew.
They blasted out. I think they saw
know?
him. I think they might have seen the tip of the gun
goodness.
around the corner there, and Man's able to finish the job. Meanwhile, you do have a pickup operation here for MCY. We found a new vehicle.
Oh, he changed skin.
What? Boo!
Change the driver.
Boo this man.
Get out of here.
Why would you just not leave it?
Why would you put an unskinned Volta over a skinned Volta?
You've already got 8 kills. You might as well roll in style at this
That's what
point.
I'm saying. You can flex in so many ways. They just don't know.
No.
Here we are. TON.
TON.
Oh, good shooting though.
Big time fraggers.
Oh
man.
no.
Still alive. Still trying to find one. He is able to find
just
back.
one more. Just one more.
Just launched his teammate down into the bottom here.
1v1. 1v1.
Oh, he got him.
Get the vehicle kill. That's all it takes. But the blue is coming in, and the resurrection is not seemingly a possibility here.
Now the Titans of NewState trying to recover. Oh, they get the clip into DG98. Now he's super weak, and it's just going to be an easy finish.
Why was he alone like that? Where's the other team?
Just chilling. Just watching the middle of the circle.
Probably watching Netflix around that phase here.
Why not?
You know what? No, the EVs, one of the niches of that, they do have that large screen in the center. Entertainment at its finest.
Yeah, you don't even need to watch what you're doing. Just watch the screen. Who needs to drive? You can just spin around.
Just for the disclaimer, the EVs in NewState Mobile do not drive themselves. Just make sure that no one's confused by that.
Ah, boo.
Come on, don't boo the system.
Oh, sorry. Wait, do you have in-game entertainment in the Volta?
There's music, there's radio,
music.
there's radio.
Okay.
And with 4 tunes to choose from. How about that? How about that?
I like that.
All right.
That's more than one.
Is that fitting for you?
Okay. Sure.
Okay. You know, if it's fitting for Paper Thin, then we're all right.
We're great.
We're doing all right.
You've done it.
We're doing all right.
If I'm happy, everybody's happy.
That's what I just said. Yeah.
All right, 𝒂𝒏𝒈, just
really unfortunate for TON, because if that fight did end up inside the zone, all these resurrections could have put them in a 3-player situation here, but every one of the players that were knocked out outside the zone, making it impossible for 𝒂𝒏𝒈 to go in and try to go back for the res, and here we are, a solo squad as a result of it.
I think with 5 kills and a top 3 finish, not super disappointing here for TON. You would have liked to see that fight be a little
liked to see
cleaner.
more, for sure.
And it's tough now. You know, he does have the availability to call in something with his drone credits. He's got 1,200.
Does he know? Do they know? I think they do know.
They're shooting at it.
Okay, they got 2 teams shooting right by each other, and TB.
Well, they hit him, but they didn't finish him. TB out in the blue. Oh no.
That's basically a white flag.
Just
TON
like
versus
sheep.
3 players. Can you do it?
Yes.
You said yes. You say yes? Okay.
I'm calling it now.
You know, if I was in a sports betting industry, I would just call you off on that. But here we are, 1v3.
Vector, the DP, let's go. Easy.
Frag grenade to get the first knock, but here's the first frag grenade. I wonder if he heard that. There it is. Too
okay.
easy.
I jinxed him. I'm so sorry.
You jinxed the 3v1, you say. There you go. Good job.
Yeah, who would have thought? All right, MCY Pro.
Very good showing.
A huge game here. A lot of kills and the win. Looking really strong with their vehicle play. Able to come through, and they're pumped up.
That adrenaline isn't going away for a while. That 2 squad wipes in a single match makes you feel kind of good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you feel like $1 million.
Oh, yeah.
That is, there is nothing better. 13 kills.
Goodness me.
We just saw it on the
absolute slaughter.
𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒄 had 6 kills, 717 damage. Goodness gracious.
𝒂𝒏𝒈 had 5. This team, we didn't notice them too much in the last match, and they're starting to heat up a little bit in the match 2 and see what we can expect from them in the coming matches here.
Well, this first fight really propelled them. You know, Curse, again, had a lot of knocks, was doing a great job. You can see 2 members of MCY were already knocked before they finished that fight.
And you thought they would have lost that match with the car flipped over, but still, with the cautionary exposed position they put down, they get the second wipe here. Just flawless positioning and flawless shooting all around from all 4 players here. And this team deservedly gets the first place.
Yeah, and then right there, 𝒂𝒏𝒈 able to just barely save them. Just barely. And they still are coming around. And you can see, you know, you try to use these vehicles to hide, but sometimes you just run out of space. And TON doing a good job. Look how he knocked his teammate away.
Yep.
Maybe you know, if the blue wasn't right there, I would say that would be a pretty decent maneuver, but it didn't end up. They weren't able to res it in time.
3 players. What if they had 3 players left over in this last match? That could have been so different. But here we are with TON, who could have gotten the chicken dinner if it wasn't for that blue zone play. are here at second place. Sure, they feel good, but they talk about a lot of what-ifs and situation if they could have survived that one.
And they played that game a little safer. Like you said early on, they left their loot spot out of the mall, went dead center, and just kind of camped it out. You know, and that's part of the strategy, right? You're trying to play for those placement points more so than anything, which are still good. But the kill points are so good. I mean, MCY here just racked up a lot of points.
And they were hunting for kills, and that was the difference between them and TON in this instance. We ask a lot of questions about why not. I mean, TON left mall. They got to the center of the circle. Next position opened up. They're still at the center of the circle. Why not? Why do you have to move from there?
Yeah.
And that's the question they're asking to themselves. But MCY, doesn't matter where they were asking themselves, how can we get more kills? How can we drive around the different perimeters where everyone's being pretty much passive at this point? We saw 2 teams getting 4 kills each, and basically other teams who haven't recorded a single kill up to that point. They know everyone else is being passive after this point. Still the nervous wreck that we're seeing from these teams that are trying to still figure it out and trying to see what they can make out of these matches to come on. But MCY, they had a different approach to this. They weren't just going for kills and kills
all over the place
as much as they can.
They were really good. And, you know, you can see that a lot of it's kind of like taking those initial car versus car fights and putting the other team in a bad spot, like where they spin out or they have to, you know, be the first ones to get out. Then you can kind of stagger your approach. You can drop one guy and keep driving, or just keep circling them in some cases.
Yeah.
And look, it's hard to maintain your control. It's hard to keep your guns placed because of the way that you have to position yourself horizontally.
And you saw the riding shots be a huge factor for MCY and a couple of those wipes that we saw. If they didn't have those doors attached, as I was talking about the recent change with the February patch, this is kind of the really big factor and big plays that will come up in these competitive matches. When you have the vehicle, you just have this moving artillery of turrets coming up from all 4 players within a single team, and that just helps you so much to try to get those kills early on in the game.
And you can get those LMGs, get those you know, deep pockets in terms of ammo, and just keep firing away. You know, you're able to really lay down a lot of oppressive fire, keep the other teams in bad spots, keep them pinned behind a rock, so you can continue to just move along, make it hard to track you, make it hard to stop you, frankly, from doing what you're doing.
And this really kind of translates into what MCY was planning from the first game. We didn't get too much of a spot from them. The first game was so focused around TON, and we were thinking that what could we expect from these guys once again in the match 2, and we were thinking about them, looking them from the mall, going to the center circle and that, but we didn't have too much focus and attention on MCY as we should have at the second match. And let's see what happens in match 3. I think we're starting that now.
Yeah, match 3 is ready, guys. Here we go. It's 3 of 8. Tons of new states to be played today, so buckle up. We're not even halfway through yet, Joel, as we have another one centered around the mall again, but this one a little bit kind of in the middle of where our first 2 games were.
Yeah, this is going to be a TON circle, Titans of NewState. Very much basically, there's not going to be any competition at the mall from the first 2 matches that we saw. And we're going to see them go to the mall once again, probably uncontested, and see where we're going to go from here.
All right, plane is up. It's a little bit on the western side of this, so a lot of teams out early. Like you said, TON have been kind of kings of the central spot here.
Look at MCY. Are they going to the mall? Seem far away from it, but they're kind of split up into this 2v2 formation heading into this first drop spot. But
do you think they could be looking for vehicles?
They could.
With how well they did with them in the last game.
But I think with BR Extreme, you're going to look for the early farming as much as you can. We're going to see TB go up against KRS here. Okay, this is new.
Yep, a little bit of a different look. KRS kind of just looking for that loot. DG98 has gotten up there with that Tommy gun as he waits behind the couch. Just gathering, again, information for his team. So crucial in their early game to be able to relate where the positions are. The second circle is going to pop already, of course, and drifting a little bit in this direction, but not telling us too much just yet.
I think DG98 has some water in his ear.
Yeah, I hear that.
I hear that, right? We hear it with him.
It sounds like we're underwater.
It's fine, though.
It might be the map.
It might. There you go. But okay, we're here with KRS versus TB, a matchup that we did not see in the first 2 matches. We do see a lot of fights here.
Like I'm in an aquarium. Let's go down to Coex.
Can't even hear the guns.
Go see the fish.
Right, you know, in this state that we're in. Okay.
Smoke had to be used. DG recognizes that he's kind of trapped in an awkward position. Actually gets off the roof with that. Good little maneuver here.
Okay, TG98, we're gonna see what happens here. He's probably thinking that it's NMG, who are here for their first 2 matches, come back here once again to go for a rematch, but they don't realize that it is KRS, a team that we haven't seen here in these compounds yet.
You mean Sajong, just taking some precursory shots out the window.
First knock, though.
Yeah, first knock. Did come through. Now, Repack, who was nuts in that last game again, gets the headshot. Oof. Oof.
Against
and
TON.
this is a new gun here. We should highlight this.
Oh yeah, L85A3 is the full name, but most people just go for L85. It's sort of between, in my opinion, once again, I'm not an expert, but I think it is between an M4 and a SCAR in terms of the usability of it. I do like to go for an M4 over an L85 if I had a choice.
But it's a 5.56 gun.
It
so,
is.
Yep, it is an assault rifle class, and you know, still not bad at all to have if you find it on the ground, no doubt. Here we go with the DP and the Vector there. And just trying to pop a few shots in onto TB and just doing a little peek shooting, nothing coming through. Not a lot of bullets left behind that, though. Not a lot of 7s. They're sometimes tough to come by. So you got to be careful when you're doing that peek shooting. You can find yourself oddly and quickly out of bullets.
Yeah, I mean, the big question I really want to ask for this match 3 is that the mall is basically central to this match 3 beginnings, and TON didn't go to the mall. They went to the outskirts and sort of asking for the reason why they had to do that and suffer in the result of that by losing 1 member in the process by going up against MCY.
Well, and yeah, look who's chasing them, right? Like MCY. They're going to pre-nade this building. There's actually nobody home for this, but just in case.
Just in case.
It's just covering your bases. Nobody is home, of course, as they're just swarming
Ring the
around.
doorbell.
Yeah. This is nobody's buying.
Girl Scout cookies.
But those I'll buy. See, that's different. Those are the one things.
Even though I'm not home, I will buy the Girl Scout cookies.
Yes.
I'll teleport. I'll do anything I can to make myself over there.
Send them here, please. We will absolutely take those. That's the one time when I don't mind when somebody shows up.
You know, we've been in Korea for a while, right?
Yeah.
People here do not understand the significance of Girl Scout cookies.
They absolutely do not.
They don't. They just don't know.
There's nothing that compares here.
Absolutely do not know.
No.
Here we are.
And this is the last game, right? Or is this game?
This seems like the last game.
It's a replay. It is a replay. I recognize that car flip.
the philosophical understanding of what the observers are thinking at this moment intrigues me, to say the least. This is a live match, right?
No. That was
not.
replay again.
I'm confused now.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm actually confused at why we just saw that.
Everybody's looting, so
hey, you know what? We're casting alongside the Korean commentators. Maybe they're formulating a storyline that we're not aware of.
Yeah, they get to say stuff, and then the observers are like, okay,
yes, sir.
Yeah,
we'll show that play from the last match. Why not?
We're talking about Scooby-Doo and Girl Scout cookies.
Hey, they don't respect that enough. They don't respect that enough. That's all I'm saying. Give more respect to the Girl Scout cookies.
Okay, yeah. Anybody who's tried Girl Scout cookies understands.
You just don't know unless you tried it.
Got it. What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
You know, some of the Girl Scout cookies, they call it cookie, but they actually sell brownies alongside with it. And I was actually figuring the brownies to be the favorite of the bunch, even though they're not actually cookies.
Okay, you like the brownies.
I just like brownies in general.
That's fair. I understand.
It's good.
I'm a caramel delight kind of guy for the cookies.
Very specific.
Yep. A little bit of coconut on top, even though I don't normally like coconut too much. Yeah. Not bad.
I thought it was caramel delight, but with coconut just excluded from the entire name. But that's actually the highlight of the cookie, though.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, some people might think that. I do not. It's the chocolate and the caramel. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
That was a 5-minute coverage of Girl Scout cookies.
Hey,
you know, people deserve better. That's all I'm saying.
No, they don't. They're stuck with me.
All right.
Well, so TB has the edge of the circle. It looks like they're kind of trailing across this road, potentially looking for kills.
That's a good position, though.
Yeah, going to make a run. Decent. Yeah, this is a really good position to at least harass this movement. Didn't get any damage, but at least kind of alerted TB that something's going on.
And for TB and KRS, both teams have the obstacle of moving into the circle with teams right next to them, as they're now aware take the vehicles for sure, but are they going to be able to come in safely? Even though it is the first circle that we have to run away from, we might just see a fight heading into this next phase.
Yeah, KRS trying to see if anybody's, really being cautious about this. They know that if they make one bad move, if they don't check an angle or don't check a corner, then there could be from somebody TB just waiting there, instantly ready to pounce on top of them. So you got to be extra careful here. So circle moving over towards Chester. So we're ending a little bit south of where our first circle today ended, right? That was more up by the bridge up on the northern side, at least potentially, I should say. It could still just double hard shift up to the north, and who knows, but likely we're going to be somewhere more towards the Chester.
But it does put out a big challenge towards MCUI, our previous Chicken Dinner winners, from coming all the way from the east side of Mesa.
I think they want this.
Do they want to go in there?
Based on what I've seen from them, I think they just want to drive around the edges.
From match 2, yeah.
Yeah, just kill people that way.
If there's their preferred playstyle, this circle is perfect for them.
All right.
TB, though, we thought that we might see a fight between them and KRS, but not happening at this specific moment. All four seemingly inside the circle just safely enough.
I think TB really wants these kills on the KRS. I think that's kind of their goal right now. Is
definitely in a better position, though.
Exactly. Use that better position.
Be careful.
All right, were they trying something?
I like to ask questions, but I don't have enough answers for you on that one, Paper Thin.
Okay, just checking. I don't know. Maybe they just, tried to car surf. I'm not sure. It's not advised in real life.
So they will get away from the fight, though, it seems like. They're not going to just opt for it and pick up the fourth members, 𝑬𝒂𝒐, who's already leading the way, but very much away from KRS. We're still unaware that they're pretty much safe to go inside the circle if they choose to.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. TON looks to be calling in a player back.
Yeah, green flare gun.
Yeah, that's coming through.
But there is outside the blue, though.
Oh, interesting.
Well, I mean, theoretically, this makes sense for the fact that there's not going to be a lot of, intruders just kind of trying to pick up a free kill from this range because no one's really looking outside the blue.
Are you boosted when you come back?
You're not. You're not.
It's not like the beginning of the game.
So you're going to have to get some donation from your allies as you come back in. But hold that thought.
Spray coming out, yeah. TB now left the KRS encampment. Now they have WD stacked up here on the east side of Cornwall. And WD, all four members relatively close.
In the meantime, I do not even see KRS. Where are they in the map? We get a large view of the map on the other screen that we have here. I don't see KRS.
They went to Narnia. They disappeared into the closet.
Okay, that's your next idea.
There we go.
Next free Paper Thin idea.
See, I've got tons of them.
Add Narnia to Troy.
Exactly. It's just like another dimension. You can teleport.
Jeez, man, that's a lot of coding. That's a lot of coding.
It is a lot.
Yeah. Give them a break.
I'm sorry, but
just saying.
I've got a lot of ideas.
Okay.
They just come out.
Just can't stop them.
It's actually the real truth there, Joel. I just say whatever's on my mind.
We appreciate you for that, maybe.
No. I mean, thanks, but I mean, I know that's not true.
Hey, well, you know what? We're still here with MCY. As you were saying, they prefer the drive-through and trying to see if they can get some kills along that way. WD picks up a red flare gun, maybe? I don't know what he has actually. He still does have the pistol. Oh, he just got the red flare gun. Okay, so that was a red flare gun.
Yes.
Picks up the ghillie. A nice set of gears here.
Oh, Clux. It's got to be cold out if those snowmen aren't melting. I know they're magic. I get it.
That's the reason why KRS was so outside the zone. They just wanted to bring back the four players safely.
I suppose.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Maybe it's a little warmer in the blue zone. Like
counterintuitive.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Electricity isn't.
Define the law of physics, you say. Yeah.
Well, it has to be a little bit warmer, but there's more energy. There has to be more energy.
Electricity does equal heat.
Yeah, sure. It generates heat, of course.
I did get a B+ in my high school physics class.
Good job.
Yeah. Did all right.
I have a bachelor's degree in physics.
Oh wow! Okay, so you're the one to talk.
I know a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got a few things. I don't remember it. That was like
referring back to my high school.
I mean,
physics.
I don't want to talk about what year I graduated.
Okay.
But and it's obvious to anybody that electricity is hot, right?
You know what? A college degree is a college degree.
Thank you.
It doesn't tell you how many years you went. No one has to know. No one has to know.
It could just be me just lying. It could just be fake news. All right, let's see. BB has cut ahead of AD, and
very aggressive entry though.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is fine for BB. If they get through this without losing anybody, they're perfectly happy.
And they're fine now.
Yeah.
So they do get the aggressive entry in without any problems, and the height vehicle still lives on. And they're in around Chester, and they just want to make sure that no one's around these compounds so they can just settle in and wait for the next circle to open up.
We do have a lot of late stragglers here, taking their time. The blue,
TON, look at them. They're still way out there.
They are also in Narnia.
Okay, so I think that was the green flare gun entry that just took too much damage from the blue. I'm telling you.
Ooh, the hard shift to the mall. You could get that ending. You wanted it.
And if you're TON right now, you're really slapping yourself on the forehead. What if? We just landed at the mall as we did for the first 2 matches. We could have been just stuck there for 5 phases straight.
They're at the graveyard, and I feel like, you know, this is where you should get, like,
they'll make it in.
That special coffin top car. Like, it should come from the graveyard.
I'm telling you, I mean, these guys, all they need to do is just be consistent. They'll be fine, and they're changing up their strategies a lot. And I wonder if they'll even make it in, though.
I would think so. I think they must have a plan.
Okay.
I suspect. I don't know. Is that a cash counting machine on his back?
That was, I think, the 𝒊𝒏𝒈 create promotion.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is he laundering money with that during the game?
There is an emote where he shoots cash out of the red significant gun. I'm not going to mention the brand, but we've seen that before.
Those cash guns? I've seen those.
Yeah, it just flies out. And haven't confirmed.
I don't have one. I'm not, you know. I'm not cool enough for that.
Haven't confirmed if they were laundered or not, but just saying that he does. He does it. And he can do it unlimited amount of times as long as you have an emote.
Okay. See, that's crazy. That's like an infinite money generator.
That's a lot of money.
You're going to cause a lot of inflation.
You know, it just could be monopoly money.
You're the reason we have inflation across the world right now, Joel.
I'm not the reason. It's 𝒊𝒏𝒈. I am not 𝒊𝒏𝒈.
Oh, okay.
He's the one that does it.
All right, well, he's to blame. It's not the government. It's 𝒊𝒏𝒈.
You know, but whenever the shots come at him, he's just going to call himself a teddy bear and just get away with it. I'm not even alive, and why are you putting some, aggregations at me? I'm just a teddy bear.
Yeah. Well, all right. I think
leave him alone. Like, he's a teddy bear. He's a teddy bear.
He's the one causing inflation.
He's a teddy bear,
not me.
How are you going to blame a teddy bear for inflation?
I'll blame whoever is doing it.
Okay, whatever.
I don't care. Anybody who's the problem.
I can see that you're not a big fan of inflation.
No.
Oh, okay, you don't
Too much.
It's a lie.
It's actually, I don't know. I vaguely read the news, and I don't really process it. I just kind of like skim through the headlines. Like I'm the worst like internet troll in the world. I'm like, I just read the headline and the comment on it, and I don't really know what's going on in the world.
Yeah, this is what's happening, but I actually don't know what I'm talking about. I just read the headlines.
Meanwhile, I watch like esports 24/7. So, like I know what's going on here.
In the real world, right?
Yeah, this is the real world. Yeah, okay. Definitely. All right, well, look at this. MCY again. Trying it on TON. This is a tougher opponent here, Joel.
Okay, back again for match 2, and this is going to be much more difficult for TON to survive this one. Barely just getting into the circle.
Yeah, one knock early for MCY. Really powerful. So the 2 cars for TON not proving as powerful as one. This mobile turret that MCY is able to use is going very well.
What a good position.
TON in dire straits. One left potentially here.
MCY has been playing like this since match 2, and TON has been suffering from it. They are the first team to be eliminated. The first team. Wow. I mean, this team was the team that looked like the favorites going into this match 1 and thought we would see them at the top of the table, but MCY just halted them to a stop.
Yeah, WD has a fight with KRS. Seems to be going pretty well with this rooftop position. KRS did lose one member, has died at least. You know, again, the green flare guns mean that when somebody's dead, they're not necessarily dead, but it's neither here nor there. Hold'll looking around the corner. He's going to chuck one around there. I think we already got up the stairs.
But for KRS, the problem is how do they get up to the roof where WD is at the moment and try to get that last kill? It's going to be very difficult to do that.
Long range shots here at BB as they are trying to drive away. It looks like should be A-OK for now. So that rooftop position, so powerful, so annoying when somebody's able to get up there.
It takes a lot of time to get up there, but once you're up there, you feel virtually invincible.
Yeah, that's true. You really do. All right, well, MCY's turn. BB is rolled up right next to them. Shinyena trying to do something around the corner here with his Vector. Sacrifices his teammate for it. It's only one left. Oh, Charney down here.
One more.
Bing. He's got it.
Oh, he got it.
Woo-hoo-hoo, just barely.
MCY with the aggression they've showed in match 3. Doesn't translate into chicken dinner this time around.
Still a lot of points in the bag.
That was close, though. I mean, BB was one player out from losing this match.
They took down, but, I mean, yeah, BB, great job. Like, we should really highlight how well they're playing on that. But for MCY, you've already taken TON out. You got all 4 kills there.
Plus, 7 kills.
Yeah, 7 kills. Not a bad match.
You're going to be pretty happy with that. But in MCY's minds, though, they're really... You know, Lewis Hamilton from F1, I wonder if you know him, Formula 1, race driver.
I know what Formula 1 is.
He talks a lot about the adrenaline junkie that he is.
Ah, I get that.
This is basically MCY. All 4 players are Lewis Hamilton at this point.
I understand that.
They like adrenaline.
I do too. I love roller coasters for that reason. I love, like, anything that'll get my adrenaline going. I'm there with you. That's why I love video games. To get my adrenaline going. Okay, so we talked about this rooftop position. Now, a little bit less safe as the rest of WD has fallen. So for Jam, trying to come up and over the top. No, sir. Clux with that silenced AK.
You are not invincible on the roof, is what things said. And WD, are they just eliminated now? Yeah, I think they are. We have 4 players, maybe.
WD currently in 8th place.
Yeah.
So it's been a bit of a struggle for them so far here. Again, top 2 teams make it out of the group on the day, but still a lot of games to play.
Yeah, we do have 3rd and 4th place who will play in the losers bracket in the wild card matches to try to make it up to the final day. But as you say, preferably you would like to be on the top 2 by the end of today to make sure you're basically confirmed to go to the final.
Yeah, save yourself a little stress.
There you go.
Ruin, Kar98, and a DP trying to spray through BB.
I like this. I really like this position.
Yeah, AD should have that knock. Indeed, Fieldbar has been knocked. Finished.
Makes a lot of sense, and that was going to be basically an open tail. AD knew exactly what they were getting themselves into, and BB try to hold on.
Big 9 still in the back for BB, so there's still potential for them to maybe eke out some points in the long run. Right at the front door, saying hello. Woo, goodbye. Goodbye.
What a spray.
No more
That was
life.
A single player effort like that.
KRS just gone. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he just held the line. What a great position he had.
𝑬𝒅𝒊, I'm going to be keeping my eyes on him. That was some incredible spray with the M4.
I mean,
I think it was a barrel, actually.
The barrel? You were talking about earlier how a lot of players really like the barrel.
The high-ranked players really tend to prefer the barrel, as, you know, with the condition that they can control it really well, it just boasts a lot of damage.
It's a crazy good gun.
It's a good gun in any PUBG game you play, seemingly.
Yeah, definitely. It hits hard. It's got, you know, some room for attachments, and it's a lot of fun to use.
The potential of that gun is really up to your skill level, it seems.
True, exactly. Yeah, I think that's really well said. I think it really is just, you know, the higher the skill you get, the more important that becomes with the gun in your hand. So that's why you can use, you know, higher damage, harder to control guns, because you're just that good.
But for TB, though, they're up in the roof of the mall, but the roof of the mall has been negated in this next circle, so it's going to be the most difficult escape room that you've probably ever experienced if you're TB at this point trying to get out of here. Very, very difficult.
I've never found many of them to be super difficult.
This one's
That's
difficult.
what I'm annoyed with by escape rooms. They're too easy.
Get in this one.
Okay.
Get in this one. I'm
in.
telling you, you won't be complaining no more.
Where's their desk? I'm going to move over there and take
we
one of
were
their
talking
devices.
about our strats.
Yeah, you were going to take it to get the money. I'm doing it to show off.
All right. For different purposes in life.
Completely. That pumpkin doesn't look like it could hold much in its
But with that
bag.
said, NMG is in a wonderful, wonderful position.
Yes.
AD is just on the scouting route, and TB, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to win this match unless they get some really good snipes from that position.
It looks good here for AD, and I like this maneuvering. Trying to get a good position around the corner, cover the exit routes. They can even maybe get up on that roof themselves.
Circle, though.
But look who's up here. DG98. Already up on this roof watching.
DG98 is inside the circle. He doesn't see it.
Yeah, I
does
think he
not see
gets
him.
knocked outside of the circle there. Gonna underhand a grenade, seeing if he can get that finish. It bounces just a bit
Close.
too far, does some damage, sprays up and over,
Oh
hits
my
the
God.
head.
That's just one shot away. One shot away.
This next one,
Underhand.
if it's on the money, could be good. It's a stun, actually.
Okay.
I think he's trying to cover his reposition. Not gonna happen. The cover fire is available for AD. Look at this hill. They're able to find an angle.
PackPack's way out in the open, though. This is a dangerous position you don't want to be playing with here. I mean, TB, you should really be taking advantage of this position when your opponents are right out into the open. Right there. Just take him out from that position. Obviously, definitely difficult to have that done, but AD, just a circle. There it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think you can heal through that one. This circle really interesting, Joel. It has a little bit of this building.
Yeah, the mall guys are safe.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, over the top,
Oh,
the grenade!
the grenade!
Oh, right in
Where'd
the
that
back!
come from?
Came from NMG. They're trying to make their push, but the return grenade is...
Okay.
Is that their own grenade? I'm not sure. Oh, no, you
No,
can't.
TikTok has to escape. He has to abandon him.
You can't. Not going to happen here. Look at the
Oh,
crossfire
no,
now.
he did not see it.
Shut down.
It's an all-out battle between the three teams. No one is really understanding where each of these positions are. AD, Rash.
𝒊𝒏𝒈
Okay.
from the
One
roof.
more.
Rash trying to spray it down, trying to cover his entrance, see if he can get underneath. I think he did.
Get the res, though. That's going to be huge.
All right. Grenade.
Grenade.
Oh, if it's right on the money. Oh,
so close.
just a bit too high, Joel. It was close.
The timing of that, if that was 1 millisecond earlier, that could have gotten kills on both. The circle is streaking in. This is going to be the final circle. They have to get out. TB are at a significant
disadvantage.
Grenade! With a grenade! What? The frag grenade to finish it off! What a play!
No way!
Oh my goodness!
From the blue!
Are you kidding me?
Cannot be serious. Unbelievable.
Holy mackerel, that one paper
They
thin.
were done. I thought AD had that.
No, TB was not supposed to win that one.
No.
They were up against 3 enemies who were completely just dominating the zone.
I'd be like celebrating and just throwing stuff, and I don't know. I'd be kicked out of the event.
If you are AD at this moment, you are really screaming to yourself, how the heck did we lose that one?
That grenade. Absolutely unbelievable.
Unbelievable. That was 3 kills right there, just like that. And that equals 7 kills with a first place finish for TB.
𝒊𝒏𝒈 with 6 kills.
Woo. I'm suspecting that's the one that threw the grenade at the end.
I believe so.
Goodness me. That was... You know, of all the PUBG games, not just NewState, but of all the PUBG games, I think that was probably one of the most significant frag grenades I've ever seen.
I've never seen somebody win from the blue like that.
Yeah.
I've never seen
You casted a lot of games.
I have casted an insane amount of
Yeah.
games of Battle Royales.
And here we are.
That is the first time I've seen anything quite like that.
That is crazy. You know, we're not looking at chat right now with how you guys are reacting to some of these
You better
plays
be
out
losing your marbles in chat. That's all I gotta say.
Probably have lost 2
I want to see a lot of poggers in chat.
Man,
that
was crazy.
That was one of the best endings to anything I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Actually legit.
That was insane.
Oh my goodness.
And you're calling this an amateur tournament? Are you serious?
Not anymore. We have
up.
upgraded. We started as an amateur tournament. Now we move. Now we move towards the pro one.
Yeah,
and this was a pro move. 𝒊𝒏𝒈 just absolutely nuts.
You know, I think this is a great timing. Oh, I'm still
Perfect.
I still can't get over that.
That was the best thing I've seen.
How perfectly timed it was, and situationally when your opponents were least aware to make that play happen. Amazing. And I think we're going to go to a break now.
Yeah.
Perfect timing to go to a break.
We'll talk back when we get back. Guys, we're going to be right back with the NewState Mobile Open Challenge here. We're going to take a short break.
트로이에서 20분 치킨각? 속도감 넘치는 극한의 트로이를 경험하라. 익스트림 배틀로얄 모드를 소개합니다. 트로이 맵 4곱하기4 크기의 영역에서 64명이 플레이하는 익스트림 배틀로얄 모드는 매경기 랜덤으로 4곱하기4 크기의 경기 구역이 결정됩니다. 경기 제한 구역을 30초 동안 벗어나면 기저로 사망 처리되니까 조심하세요. 익스트림 배틀로얄 모드에서는 기존 오리지널 배틀로얄 모드보다 비행기 고도가 낮아 더 빠르게 필드에 도착하고 최초 낙하 시 부스트 게이지 100% 상태에 권총, 연막탄, 300 드론 크레딧을 가지고 투입됩니다. 초반부터 긴장해야겠죠? 보급상자 눈치 게임 시작! 경기구역이 결정되면 바로 랜덤으로 배치되는 2개의 보급상자 위치도 공개됩니다. 여기에 오리지널 배틀로얄 모드보다 더 많은 물자와 탈 것이 등장해 빠른 파밍이 가능하고 사망 재투입 대기기간, 드론 배송 시간 등이 단축됩니다. 신규 모드 익스트림 배틀로얄 모드는 정식 배틀로얄 모드로 티어 점수를 획득할 수 있고 업적도 달성할 수 있는 모드입니다. 뮤베만의 트로이를 더 짧은 시간에 화끈하게 즐길 수 있는 익스트림 배틀로얄 모드 플레이하고 소감은 댓글로 달아주세요.
Welcome back, everybody, to the NewState Mobile Open Challenge, our first esport event ever in NewState Mobile history. Paper Thin and Joel here, and we just had an absolutely no joke, one of the best endings I've ever seen in esports. That grenade there from TB to take out AD. They're in the blue. They're on top of the building. AD down on the ground in the circle. But the grenade was good. It was a last-ditch effort, and it worked, Joel.
And we didn't see too much of them in the first two matches, but in match 3, with that incredible play at the end, elevates them up all the way to 3rd place, not too far behind the 2nd place of TON, which has fallen from their original 1st place finish after match 2. MCY Pro, these guys are looking good. We did see them kind of fall in the mid-game due to a little bit extra aggressiveness that did not pay out for them, but all in all, they had some good showings and they look very positive going to these next matches, looking like they are the best team of this lineup.
Yeah, I mean, this is really intense, to be honest. I mean, anybody's game right now. I mean, we still have a lot of games to play. We've only played 3. We have 5 more to go.
Yeah.
So a lot of points still to be found, to be made. But right now, you know, within 5 points, that's a win and a kill. That's all you need to, you know, usurp that other team to get ahead of them. So anything is possible. We wait to see as we go through with a few more games. Oh, I lied. We're not waiting. We're going. I think the game's ready. We're ready, Joel. Here we go. Game number 4 on the day. 5 more to go if you include this one, Joel. And we are kind of at least starting a little bit similar to that last game.
The circle's being a little bit passive, in my opinion. We're seeing pretty much identical circles for the first 4 matches, if I have to say. Including Exhibit Hall and the mall. TON opted to go away from the mall for the very first time in match 3, and that actually cost them in the long run, not getting many kills and not really getting a lot of survival points either.
They got stuck in a weird spot.
I don't know why they did it.
It was really odd.
But it seems like they're going back here. TON, we do see the dark green icons that we're accustomed to seeing, and they will drop at the top of the mall this time around. Will they have some competitors, though?
It looks like there's another team with them. I think NMG maybe.
Yeah. And NMG has been doing really well as well. 15 points so far after first 3 matches. And WD, these guys are what we're here to see. That frag grenade play will go down. It was one of the more significant plays we have ever seen.
Oh, well, TB, yeah, right. That was, I mean, Vermouth, what do you even, that's just like a prayer. You have no other choice, because if you come down off that roof, you're dead. You're just actually dead. And they know it, so the only hope is throw a frag and pray that it lands in a good spot, and it did, and it took out the rest of AD. I think there were 2 players standing, maybe 1 knocked when it happened. Absolutely unbelievable.
3 kills right away at the end, but we are going onto the mall with TON returning to their former home at the mall, but they are going to go up to the secondary building with NMG holding the primary.
I think they're looking to, you know, maybe see if they can catch NMG looting. Maybe catch them with their back turned, coming up these stairs. And this is a really nice little maneuver here by Bonu as he looks to see what's going on. But there was a smoke thrown down. Stun grenade on the ground next to him if he so chooses. But he's just kind of peeking up over the edge, just seeing what's going on. It's TPP, so you could peek a little bit more, get a little bit more information. But Meat's up here watching. Somebody must have realized he was trying to get up there.
Well, thankfully for both of these teams, the circle is very, very catered towards them, so they don't have to worry too much about moving about. But in the end, with the mall covered and the primary going over to NMG, they will end up with better loot overall. We'll see what that translates into going on to the next play. But WD, our previous chicken dinner winners, seeing BB enter their fray, what will this end up in?
There's a crate in the middle of this compound. BB, oh, Shabby's right there. They're not ready for him, but somehow 𝒊𝒏𝒈 able to best him in that duel, just barely. 24 health left, so not much. And they're going to be able to get back around the corner for now. Here comes the rest of WD. 1-1-1, but the other 2-2-2-2.
Jam is a little bit behind. That's not the position where you want to be, where your teammates are suffering.
Yeah, well, there goes 1. 2, 2, 2, 2. We need to talk about your username there, 2, 2, 2, 2. We need a better one.
You know what? In these amateur competitions, Paper Thin,
yeah, but
we start mentioning names when they become significant.
Yeah,
right?
I suppose. But he's E, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Am I missing a joke here?
I have not caught.
Okay. If you don't know, then yeah, I'll take your word for it.
But you know, you were talking about age just briefly at a significant sector, but you know. Little do you know, my age is at this timing where certain groups of jokes could kind of flow over my head.
Oh, well, brother.
Yeah, I mean, we know.
I am. Yes.
We know.
I am older than you.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. You understand this feeling of jokes just flying by your head like a parachute.
Oh, yeah. That's why I shave my head. That's so the jokes can go over me easier.
Make it easier for the other guys.
Then I never know.
Oh,
yeah.
God. Makes it less painful, right?
Exactly, yeah. They're going to go over my head anyway. I might as well just expedite the process.
I'm starting to feel that these days. That's what I'm saying. The ones and the twos, they might mean something. I just don't know.
I have no idea. It's hard to say their name. I'm not sure what I want to call them. Like, I was looking at the player sheet, and I'm like, do I just call them 1 or 1-1 or 1-1-1.
We'll call them when we get there, but it seems like TON does finally invade the primary building.
Yeah,
Trying to call on a battle against NMG, but it's going to be very tough with NMG kind of scouting their positions at the top.
the pavilion in the center there. Everybody just kind of rotating around it and just trying to find a, an angle and a pick, basically, is what you're looking for there.
Yeah. TB, though, this team we like very, very much.
Yeah.
After match 3.
I'm a fan now. And we should point out that L is the woman player on the team. Yeah, the
only female player in this competition, it seems like.
Yep. And her and DG98 are up here. He gets some damage to soften him up, and it's 𝑬𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒆 grenade.
And I think DG98's shots silenced the grenade enough that they didn't know.
And that might be. They might have never heard it. It's hard. Yeah, it's really hard to hear with all that noise.
I'm going to clip that, save it onto my local drive.
You got to send it to me. I'll
save it to my local drive and send it back to you. You got to go step by step here, Paper Thin.
Clip that and ship it.
I'm going to clip it
everywhere.
I'm going to clip it so hard.
Everybody should watch that.
Man.
Like, send it to your grandma, to your cat, to your dog, your hamster.
I already stopped at grandma. Like, I couldn't go further than grandma.
You never know. Your dog might like it, or your cat, whichever you prefer, or whatever.
Any extended family that you may not know about.
Yes. Yeah. The ones you don't like.
Okay.
Weird Uncle Steve.
We're getting personal here. Okay. All right.
Not a lot going on because the mall was
Yeah.
briefly a standoff, but TON backed out.
They realize they're not going to be able to kill off 4 players on the top of the roof of the mall. Not so
NMG
easily.
did a good job not exposing themselves to any of the weird positions that TON tried to take. So, solid positioning.
When you have a trespassing situation, Paper Thin,
Okay.
you just need a few barks of the dog.
I see.
For them to just leave. And that's what happened here. TON trying to trespass.
Beware of the dog.
That's the bark right there.
That's right.
You just need a few barks, and they're gone.
I like that. I like that analogy.
Yeah.
I don't have a dog, but I like it.
Not
I don't have anything to trespass
not a
on.
relatable analogy.
I live in an apartment.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
I'm not even sure my apartment's big enough to trespass in.
All right.
I don't know if there's enough space.
We're getting really personal on multiple
I got to
today.
talk about something. Look, I already talked about inflation.
Hey, man. We did get to Dragon Ball once, right?
You got to. Yeah, that's obligatory for any esports cast.
Oh, but here's something to talk about.
That's some good shooting with the Mini 14.
They did the barking, but they just really didn't like the trespassers in the first place.
Well, you bark first to give them a warning, and then you bite.
Oh my goodness!
Let's go. Got the knock here, on off.
He ain't coming back. That guy's not coming back. Or is he?
I think just barely.
Just barely gets away.
Oh, what is this? Like one of those tiny homes that he's behind?
It's in PUBG you have the tiny homes, right?
Yeah.
These guys have electrical doors.
Oh.
That doors open up and down.
Okay.
So I don't know what to call them.
Okay.
It does seem something like from Dragon Ball.
Yeah, a little like the capsules.
It does seem like something that you would have seen.
Ooh, there's a knock.
Okay.
TON under pressure from a couple different angles. There's that door you were just talking about. They try to open up to get in.
And it doesn't close. That's the problem. It does not close. That's the problem.
It's not like those Star Trek doors that just open and close.
It opens when you want to open it, but it does not close when you want to close it.
TON, heartbreaking. They're in second place.
And okay, we're going to look at this action first and see what happens from here.
Molly to protect the stairs.
Oh, no.
Molly on yourself.
Molly yourself.
It's cold outside. You got to stay warm. It's fine. It's a point, potentially.
Okay. They're doing well, though, AD. Really defending this compound really well.
Yeah, KRS, 2 down, trying to get inside, but upstairs, AD going for the res here. Oh, there's another knock, though, and that's a quick flush for Hold'll. So it's a point in the bag, at the very least, for KRS.
We're down to... Yeah, 2 down for AD. Oh, actually, we have all 3 for AD. Just looking for that last few kills on 2.
Netify, you gotta be ready. They're coming. Okay, just in time. Oh, he throws another Molly. Well, now we wait. Long. That's all that Molly means, is we wait. Nobody's running through that. Not with how low their health is. Can they revive Midas here? Is my real question.
Close. They should be able to, as long as Netify doesn't get curious. But look who joins here, MCY.
They just drive
The
on in.
real hyenas of this matchup.
Oh, this is predatory.
Picking
for
up
sure.
picking up some scraps. That's all they need to do.
Look at even drop him off. Kyungju is just like, let me go. I got this. Don't worry.
I smell blood. Is what Kyungju said.
You're right. Hyenas, vultures. Name a carrion eater. You're gonna
Oh,
go.
it
I
goes
think
out
that-
the door. No.
It exploded pretty quick though.
He wanted to bounce inside,
that's
just
bad.
like that. That's what
bad.
you want, and that is an easy kill. There you go.
Yeah, he tries to go for the heel, but Kyungju too aggressive on the money with the follow-up.
Min Sajang.
Yeah, 𝑚IUI. Well, okay, 𝑰𝒔𝒻 is just on the ground. And things have kind of gotten a little awkward now because there's 3 teams here, and MCY is kind of diverted from their normal strategy, Joel. They were just driving around, and now they've really pushed in and try to finish the job, and they're going to. 𝑚IUI gone.
That's an elimination right there. But the thing about MCY is that, you know, they were the ultra-aggressive team for the first few matches, but as the teams start to get more comfortable, and Netify does defend well.
Yeah, damage up the stairs. Doesn't seem like 𝑰𝑗
Oh,
throwables.
no,
They lost track of him. They just run in. They
And
didn't
he
see
still
him.
doesn't get the kill.
Oh, man. Netify had a real opportunity.
Yeah.
𝑰𝒑𝒻. Yep. That's the second. One more to go here for AD.
Yeah, well, 𝑰𝒑𝒻 has shown good performance in the last few matches. Can he get another one here to finish up the squad?
Yeah, they did find it off screen. AD has been wiped from
Are
this
you
round.
serious? TB is the 4th hyena to join in this fray.
Ooh.
Now, thing about MCY was they were super aggressive in the first 3 matches we saw.
Yeah.
And that's when the other teams weren't as aggressive. And now we see the other teams getting more comfortable and starting to build up their aggression in their own way. It's not such an easy game anymore for MCY, who does hold first place at the moment. But
They've already got 10 kills in this game.
hey, but you know what it is? The hyper-aggression is going to start to equal out, to flat out, as they say,
Sure.
the more games we go on. So MCY, while they're feeling really confident at this point, they need to really analyze where they exactly stand as soon as the other aggressions come up from the other teams.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could see that it's not as easy as it was before.
Yeah, they lost 2 players already.
Yes, exactly.
That's the roof.
Yeah, well, I hear a drone buzzing around. And they are just...
I really love TB's position right here. They're just hunting.
TB had some sniper rifles, so opting a little bit to be more interested in the long-range play. WD hanging around inside of the southern part of the map.
Playing hide and seek here even.
Yep. Was that the green flare gun there?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's
Yep.
the green flare gun.
Yep.
Shooting 2
of them?
That's a lot of money.
Bruh.
That's a lot of money. He be flexing.
Whoa. He's got the Lambo for sure.
But instead of the Lambo, he just shoots the two green flare guns.
Look, you gotta, yeah. I mean, the Lambo, you know.
Life choices, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe later, when the stonks are up. All right, here they come for MCY. Crisscrossing planes. Let's see. Looks like TB wants to get aggressive on this.
Oh, man. The perfect timing when the 2 green flare guns were seen up in the air. This is the weak timing for MCY. But TB, can they get the win?
They got to push through here. 𝑠hinyeina, very weak. But
they have to go for it here.
Did they see him get underneath that window? No, they did not.
Oh, no.
𝑣𝒂𝒏 trying to come in, trying to save the day.
Oh, my goodness.
Not going to happen.
MCY, are you serious?
L. It's all onto her. She's trying to come around. She's trying to do something, but 𝑠hinyeina hides in the corner. She's going for the res. Right now, MCY not keen to try to stop it now, finally. Peeking around the corner, they're just going to displace it. Good job. 𝑠hinyeina. MCY, unbelievable. They are just rolling right now.
Let's recollect our memories here. That match 3 where that incredible frag grenade play happened, I think the other side was MCY, wasn't it? Or maybe not. No, maybe
no, it was AD. AD got blown up.
You're right.
But MCY is looking unreal.
They're looking to redeem themselves after that match 3, which they were sorely disappointed over after going out in the mid-game. Now they come back in this match 4 looking strong as ever, and I now take back exactly what I said about the aggression. They're 14 kills, and they have all 4 members now with the 2 green flares shotted.
I like what TB did there, though, trying to take advantage. You know, you see 2 green flares, you know, okay, well, that means they're 2 down. You've only got 2 that have guns. There's 2 in the air who are vulnerable. Just the execution was incredible from MCY on the defense.
And the thing about TV was that they were going in as the advantageous team. They had all 4 members fully looted, and the two players from the other side of MCY just came back with the green flare gun, so they're not really seemingly members that you want to count into that fray, but
Right.
MCY, perfect defending, and that really shows off their individual skills to hold off that defense.
Exactly. It's just this team is, I think, pretty well on their way to winning this group. They look very, very good. They seem very confident in every move they make. It seems like
Is it too early to call them favorites of this tournament?
no, it is definitely not. They are almost double the points of the next team. They have to be favorites.
Looking good. And TON, the thing about them is that they looked really, really good for the first match. And the more matches we play, they seem to disappoint us of the high standard they really established in that first match.
Yeah.
And that's kind of disappointing to see. But we'll see if they can bounce back in these later few matches that really can get them back up again.
Yeah, I don't know where the confidence went.
Yeah.
To make some, driving maneuvers, and just seems like they're not quite as on the ball as MCY is right now. MCY is on another level compared to everybody else. So teams got to start getting aggressive. I mean, WD, you can see that they're a little bit out of place right now. They're trying to play the safe game, trying to get points through the positioning. But you have to find kills. You just have to.
There you go. And if you're WD at this point, if you want your names mentioned, you have to make a play. And right now, you're at bottom place with 0 kills for this game. We're not going to mention your names yet. Sorry.
Well, a few teams have 0 kills.
No.
Two teams do.
Okay, TON.
Yeah.
But they did well on the first match.
Yeah, I know. TON looked really good in the beginning. All right. Well, just bouncing around, checking what's going on around them as MCY, just likely preparing for a potential breach.
They will get one. Oh, and they did order some drone deliveries.
Nice.
Seems like. It does display as purple. I don't know if that really means that it was ordered by MCY, but it does land towards TON, though.
Well, it's a range, right? When you
Scouting drone.
We haven't seen this yet.
It's so slow. I never use it.
Is it really visible? Like, can you see it really easily?
Yeah, it goes on your pistol position.
Yep.
So you can use it instead of a pistol.
Okay.
And it does go very slowly, as you saw, but it does give that player that perspective of view.
Can I, if I see it, I've never actually seen a player use it in a game.
I used it and I stopped using it after that.
If you see it in the air, you can shoot it out of the air.
Yeah, you can shoot it on the air just like a delivery drone. But the reason I don't use it is that, yes, I get information, but it takes so much time to get that information. And is it more information than I actually just got from various fire shots that come from the exact same position?
Right.
I don't know. It's just that's.
Well, I think most players would rather use their money for flares. For
Sure.
the green flares and the red flares.
Oh, well, you could pick it up, though. You could pick it up as a farm.
You can pick it up.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So it's pretty rare, but you can pick it up from normal farming.
Okay. I've actually never seen one on the ground.
Yeah.
WD just playing edge, just waiting. Again, very safe is the name of the game here for WD.
Well, they guaranteed some rank points, though, being in 4th place at this moment.
Yeah, that's something.
That's something, yeah.
Meanwhile, MCY is just hunting, just Mad Maxing people.
And they are split 2v. Oh, I think I did see the UI a little bit wrong. They have all 4 players here. This basically has been their play for all day long. Just being their vehicles.
Yeah, why not?
Preferably in a Volta.
It works. Yeah, the Volta seems to be the optimal vehicle.
Seems to be their choice. And they're at the center of the circle again.
I think the speed, the maneuverability of the Volta.
Look at all that loot. Look at all those crates.
Oh, it's so nice. It's like,
only if.
It's like Christmas came early.
Yeah.
Did you ever get in trouble opening your Christmas presents early?
10 months early, though. We're at February.
Hey.
You know what?
Look.
I'm not here to judge, but all I'm saying is, like, 10 months early, though,
okay, yeah, maybe. But, like, look.
Going back to your question.
Yeah, more importantly, did you ever, like, when you were a kid, open your presents early? Like, did you, like, try to peek them open? Like, try to open the tape a little bit?
I actually haven't.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a way better kid than me.
I was a good boy.
I was definitely not. I was always trying to figure out what was inside of it.
Wow. And that curiosity sort of peaked in your...
Yeah.
Another scouting drone. That's a Christmas gift.
There you go. Might as well.
Well, MCY has literally nothing better to do with all their surplus of money.
Do you think they'll try to drive at TON if they spot them here? Do you think they'll just, like, load up in the cars and be like, let's do it?
I see why they do really need to, because they're at the center circle, and the circle has swayed away from TON's position. So back to that question that you were asking, I think MCY was just literally just spotting out TON exactly where they are. I don't think they spotted them yet, actually. But once they do, I think they will move over to the center circle again. They are pretty much dominators, the conquerors of this whole playing field that we see here. No one's really going to go up against MCY in aggressive positions.
Yeah, they really do kind of just see everything. Well, now they really do with that vehicle. NMG, though, you know, 4th place right now. Looking to see if they can get a few more kills and placement points. They have TON on the side, the drive-by, a little bit of damage done.
It is 2 players of TON that they're going up against, so MCY does feel like the favorites.
Bullets pinging off the outside of the vehicle. WD quietly still on the outer edge, trying to wait this out.
Oh my god, what?
Ooh.
What?
MCY gets the knock.
That wasn't supposed to happen though. They were
just
so far away.
Yeah, that you prone with the DP
Oh,
and it gets insanely accurate. Here goes WD to drive through. Big moment there. WD finally comes alive and strikes.
And you know what? All they needed was timing, and that timing could not have been any better, except that one. But WD.
Are they not gonna finish the job?
Hey, they have more work to do, and it seems like they want to go up against TON. The 2 members, if they can confirm that it's only 2 players, they go in more aggressively here.
But this works. Okay, it did.
Wow.
Very nice.
WD playing really, really smart here.
One of their grenades actually took out the other member off screen. Really nicely done. This is now for MCY just kind of, okay, well, you guys...
It is a 4v4 though, right? 8 players alive. Yeah, it is, but
okay.
Who's winning?
Oh, boy. I don't know about this. You can see the grenades are prepped here. Trying to find an angle. Oh, they drive around the flank, but they're already in the side.
Oh!
MCY losing members left and right, but 2 down.
Oh my goodness, from the roof.
WD. Yeah,
I
never.
don't think they even know that 𝑟𝒃 is up on the roof.
I don't think they saw him.
It is 2v2 though.
I think they just wanted to get in the house first. What a spray. 𝒁𝒃.
The only one alive.
Trying to do what he can.
Now, for WD, though, this becomes really easy for them if they can think about it a little bit. If they know that MCY, the last member, is up on the roof, they just have to follow the circle, and MCY has to just jump off, making it a pretty easy kill for WD if they can just be patient.
Yeah, 𝒁𝒃 the only one left, so for WD, you lock down the fort.
Exactly.
Don't let him get off the roof easily. Keep checking the angles. Listen for those footsteps, and then punish him when he likely has to leave the top.
Should be easy. Should be easy enough. 𝒁𝒃's just going to try to hold it off as much as he can.
All right, they're out first. He's going for the heal. He could just try to wait it out a little bit, but...
This has to be a win for WD. This is the perfect opportunity for them. 3 HP, and he does get away.
Oh, goodness. If he shoots at him, if he gets 1 hit...
That's it.
There it is. Okay, well... A little bit different than the last game at the end, but WD goes from the bottom of the standings to winning a game.
A sequence of very, very smart plays, very decisive moments when they had to attack, when they had to retreat. They made all those right decisions all the way up to the very end. Even to the very last moments, a lot of teams might have just kind of startled and they might have just freaked out and just kind of go for whatever plays that they can throw at him. But they understood their situation. They understood that the last member of the opposition had a member on the roof, and he just could not escape as easily as the other team can. So WD, they're going to really deservedly win this next match, and we didn't talk about them much, but now they're starting to get some headlines here.
What is the end? I know the end of their name is Strawberry Jam.
𝒂𝒑𝒊𝒄𝒆
What is
it's bread.
Ah, bread.
It's bread and strawberry jam.
Okay.
Yeah, bread and strawberry jam. Very straightforward
Yeah.
team name.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
It's a good
to
combo.
me. Yeah, heck yeah. By the way, 18 kills for MCY in that game.
Really?
Yeah,
18
18.
in a single game.
In a
We only
single game.
have 32 players. Though.
I know.
That's a lot of kills.
They did a pretty good job there. That was. I mean, look at this. They're just clinical, right? Grenade in, finish with the gun.
Kyungju is really good, and 𝑉𝑚𝑠 is really good. Everybody's really good.
Everybody's really good at this. They're smart. They're well coordinated. They make the right decisions at the right time. This defense here against TB, who I thought made a pretty good decision, just couldn't execute.
They just were the better team. MCY, you talk about players that haven't contributed to the team, I just can't think of one. 𝑉𝑚𝑠, in his own moments, he did well. 𝒁𝒃, at the very end, he held out until the very last moments. And jeez.
I love it. Just WD just knows right where to drive.
And these are the series of smart plays that I was talking about. They knew they were under attack, and that was the moment they struck it and had that really advantageous win. And even in this moment, they kept their cool, they stayed their composure, and we just waited it out. Put the bait out there with the vehicle and made it easy kill for the end for the guy that's stuck on the top of the roof.
Yeah, I think WD just needs to just learn a little bit. The first 2 games or 3 games, it was a little too passive. Now they see that, you know, if they pick up the pace a little bit, they go for the big moves, they can profit.
And it doesn't have to be super aggression, the hyper aggression that we see from MCY. That's not the only way you win this game of NewState. We saw a completely different approach from WD. Passive when needed, aggressive when needed, and making those right choices at the right moments really can help get you a nice win like this.
Yeah, absolutely. MCY just seems on another level right now.
They're good.
Everything they do well. The attack, the defense, it's all good, man. They are quickly running away with this thing, and we're, what was that, our 4th game?
That was our 4th game.
So we're halfway done today. We have 4 more to go. Next lobby, I can see it loading up, so shouldn't be too much longer here, ladies and gentlemen. And we will be into our 5th game of the day, which means we're halfway in, which means a lot of NewStates still coming.
Now, I want to hear your thoughts right now on
Sure.
the current state of TON. Where are they at?
In the lobby.
Oh. Expert analysis right there. Hey, you got me there.
I think they just, I don't know, they looked really good in the first couple games, and it looked like they were like aggressive and doing some of the stuff the other teams do well, and then they just kind of fell off the map. I don't know what happened. They don't seem to really be, I think you actually have to be pretty aggressive in this game.
Sure.
I think actually it pays off to really find the right moments.
And especially in this format too, in the point matrix that we have, with
Yes.
1 kill giving off 1 point, and even getting a chicken dinner giving off 5 points at the end. It's like, we want to see exactly what can happen in these next 4 matches, because we're halfway through, and we're gonna see what happens.
All right, match number 5 begins now here at the NewState Mobile Open Challenge.
I think for the first time ever, we're seeing City Hall included in the circle. City Hall is an interesting place because it's not multi-layered and it's not multi-floored in a sense, but as the other big buildings out there. But it does hold a lot of loot, and it does seem to be niche favorites of some players out there.
Oh, okay. Well, it is a little bit further south. Yeah, this circle just barely. A lot of them had Swanton in it to start in Anchorville, but this one does not. So, again, nothing super different initially with this circle, but again, you never know where they go. It's all random, so we wait. Will there be another fight at the beginning? The mall fight, largely disappointing because nothing happened. They just kind of pieced out.
Yeah, but TON is not going to get a competitor this time around. They're going to be the only ones to land at the mall, with NMG, their previous competition, dropping off at the exhibit hall, very much on the northern end of this new circle that we got for match 5.
Yes, it looks like Loganville going to be a little bit more
Loganville
interested.
This is a very widespread position of Troy, and all these houses, you can see they're very, very far away, far apart from each other, and distance and Oh, no!
Vermouth shot him out of the air?
From the parachute.
Oh.
With the pistol, I think. Oh, no, no, no,
my.
you got the early AR.
Oh my goodness.
You got the early AKM.
Way. That is just...
That feels bad.
That's oh, man.
I don't know what to say to that.
It feels just a little bit bad, but this is Vermouth. He's been really, really good this whole time. Now DG98's turn. Clips the head.
They're mad. They're mad about what happened in the last game. They're here to take their anger out on other teams. It doesn't have to be the team that really gave them the angerness in the first place.
Get out of our drop spot. They don't like it. Pre-fire around the corner. More pre-fire. Spins around. Tries to do something. Nothing to be found here. KRS. This is looking pretty one-sided. Only one member left, and they just
I know we're playing. I know we're playing Battle Royale here, but that was scary.
That was like
scary.
A horror game.
Yeah, why does it have to be so scary here?
Yeah,
that was
sure.
frightening.
Well, are there ghosts in the game?
No.
Vampires?
No. Oh, well, there's a vampire skin.
See? Okay, so...
Justified scary?
That's what you get for bringing the vampires into the game.
Hey, don't yell at me. I mean, the devs brought it in. It wasn't me. I didn't give them the free paper thin idea off the top of my head.
Well, not yet. No.
Well, okay.
I'm doing all the heavy lifting here for you.
All right. Just saying.
We wait. As now Circle did shift down to the south, so I am excited. We get to see probably a little bit different part of the map here.
I'm interested to see what TB's approach is coming into this next match. They seem angry, to say the least, of what we saw them in the complete wipe of getting the 3 kills early in this game, and they are at 3rd place in this current position.
Well, sometimes a bad, previous game, you quickly adjust. You go, okay, that didn't work. We tried something different. We can go back to our aggressive play. Here we're just kind of fish in a barrel, basically, there for WD. So let's get aggressive. Let's TON in that case, but TB, similar ideas here.
And for WD, I think they are the team that doesn't like to be so aggressive in the early game. They wait for the right moments in the mid to the late games is what we saw from the previous match, and might just seem more or less the same here in this match number 5. But WD peacefully farming out in the outskirts, and they are away from the circle, but they will have no problems getting back in. They're not so far away from it.
Yeah, it seems like the first couple circles are pretty manageable for everybody. You can get a Volta, you can, call in your crates as you so please, and
that's a red flare.
What do you think? What did he pick up? I can't tell if he got one on his back.
I think he got a scouting drone. Did you really pay for a scouting drone this early in the game?
I don't know.
Kyungju? I'm not the one to question his decision.
I'm not questioning anything MCY
all I'm
does.
saying, though, it's like, why not just get a red flare?
Maybe their plan is to try something similar to that last game, take a central kind of smaller compound and just try to lock it down.
And speaking of the center here, it is going to be centered around Cornwall, which no one has positioned themselves in. And the next closest one is going to be Loganville, held by TB, as you saw from earlier. We'll see what happens, though. The Loganville has been a pretty significant drop for TB, winning out their position against the competitors. And we'll see how that pays out for them.
Yeah, vehicle waiting. You can take that in the garage, of course. And Pack. Great name.
Yeah, it's not a backpack. It's not a backpack.
Yeah, it's Pack.
He refuses to be a backpack.
Yeah, he's packing his own pack.
There
Smart man. Independent.
Independent, you say that? That went really far in a hurry. Wow.
Hey.
Okay.
I'm just giving him some credit. He's got a good name. It's not just 4 numbers strung together.
Hey man, we told each other, we said to each other we weren't gonna diss their names unless they did well, and they did well in the last match.
Oops.
No more dissing 1s and 2s.
I might have forgot on purpose, but I forgot.
That's a good one. Like that. Forgetting on purpose.
Yeah, I forgot on purpose.
I like that.
There are trams in this map. I'm sure people have noticed. We don't talk about them because they're kind of just there.
No one really utilizes them to their full potential.
No, they're there to just look cool. Because they do look cool.
I think vehicles are infinite times better than a tram.
Yeah.
Because they're, first of all, controllable.
Right.
Yeah, you can't control the tram. You can't control where it goes. Even if it goes outside of the blue zone, you can't stop it.
You're just stuck on it.
Yeah.
And then what are you going to do? Can the tram run you over?
It can. It actually beats the vehicle in a bumper car.
It does.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But on the other hand, the tram also infinitely slower than a regular vehicle.
Yeah, they're really slow.
They're really slow.
Well, you have to be able to get on them,
Yeah, but like...
Your average person can't,
But in real life, like, you don't get on a running tram. A running tram.
Yeah.
Like,
but Jackie Chan could.
Supposedly, everyone here is Jackie Chan. They can get on a running tram.
Yeah, it's NewState. The NewState person, the avatar, is like a peak performance athlete.
Peak performance, you say. Okay.
Olympic athlete.
Well, here's MCY, 4 peak performers that we've seen all throughout today. They like some kills.
Well, are they just gonna kind of?
They're coming back. I'm telling you,
Circle.
Yeah, they're coming back.
I was gonna say
these guys are not running away from a kill opportunity.
Oh, they're gonna get out. They're gonna position a player to try to fight this.
2v2.
Cover the angle on the cross. This is smart here. MCY creates a crossfire.
Oh my god!
Instantly.
What?
Rosa.
No!
One left. No! They're gone. Oh, they're just better. They're just better.
That was 2v4.
The drop and the pivot around that player that you drop. It's so smart. You know that the other team is pulling the same shenanigans that you are.
Sure.
And you just say, okay, cool. We're going to drop one here. and he's going to like double the amount of firepower we can put in your vehicle.
That was against NMG though, current 4th place team. They weren't a bad team.
Unbelievable. No, NMG's really good.
They're good. And,
MCY is just that much better.
but MCY is playing a different game than NMG is.
Yeah, NMG is playing checkers. MCY is playing bad game.
3D chess.
3D chess?
Yeah, not even chess. Not even chess.
Well,
3D
isn't chess already 3D? Sort of. I mean, I understand the
Come
board
on,
is 2D, but
you got the
the
reference,
pieces
right?
are 3D, of course.
Yeah,
Isn't it 4D chess?
40. Was it 40 chess?
I don't know.
I'm talking about Big Bang Theory.
Oh, Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen Big Bang Theory.
Nope.
Chat.
See, you have to understand.
What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of it?
Roast me all you want.
Yeah.
You have to understand. They're not real physicists.
Come on, it's a sitcom.
I know. It's good, I'm sure. Ooh, somebody just
Hey,
blew up.
but here are the next series of victims for MCY. They're happy for guests.
Hey, we talked about it. TON needs to get aggressive, and I like the idea. They have a knock, but they already lost a player, so.
They picked out the wrong opponents. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, I mean, you kind of at some point have to try to shut MCY down, but it's not happening. They're just.
Well, they did get 1 knock, but in the cost of 3 knocks and 2 deaths.
Yeah. Wasn't ideal.
Not the best equalizer, I have to say, but.
I like the confidence.
Sure, but you're here to win.
Absolutely. But again, MCY was starting to run away with it. You kind of have to try to shut them down. You know, you might just feed them more points, sure, but they were probably going to get them anyway. Ooh.
My gosh. And 1 kill away. That's it. Just like that, with no players dead, they pick off the 2nd place team and the 4th place team. They're still playing 3D chess, I'm telling you. And go watch Big Bang Theory.
Isn't I mean,
It's good.
is it like a different kind of chessboard? Is it?
It's actually not a big part of the entire story,
Oh.
but it's a significant part of the story. For those,
Do you know how to play 3D chess?
MCY
does. Do you?
They explained it. They explained the characters have explained it throughout about 50 episodes.
Did they ever play it on the actual?
They did.
Oh,
They
okay.
did. And it's a 3-dimensional board. It's not a 2D board.
Oh.
So
it
goes
is actually
it goes
3D.
upwards.
Okay.
And
Oh, well, they play. Is it like they play it in Star Trek? So anyway, hold the phone. Another team's trying to see if they can
why
ruin
challenge it?
The MCY just is too good. They're just that much better than.
Why do you want to challenge them?
Oh,
Why?
it's just over.
No, but why do you want to challenge them in the first place?
That was the first fight. Okay, that was.
Oh,
the
okay.
replay.
Going back.
We thought it was happening again. It was like deja vu.
Yeah.
We're like, no.
Our minds are
Stop.
defaulted at the fact that you just don't fight against MCY.
Not right now.
You just don't do it. Why do you do
Try
it?
something else. I don't know what, but everything everybody's tried against them has basically not worked.
Oh my god.
Well, WD did win the game, with a member of MCY stuck on a roof.
You know what? This is off the screen, but I do want to kind of reiterate exactly what's happening. MCY is purposely, intentionally outside the circle, roaming around with their vehicle, looking for food.
Looking for food.
Looking for food. That's about as accurate as I can call it.
Like a cat.
They're just roaming around. They're not even interested in getting inside the circle.
It's fine. They don't need to.
They are. They're just roaming around.
They're probably just, A, checking to see if anybody's around the
They're
backside.
hungry.
Yeah, and B, yeah, they're just that much better. They can, grab whatever they need. They can kill anybody.
You know, if you're MCY, you feel kind of good at this point when the prize pool is about $150,000 for the first place, and you're creaming on everybody else at this point. You feel kind of good.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. No doubt about it. Well, they're just going to set up on the edge. It looks like they're calling some drones in to give themselves a little bit of utility. I think that might be part of their strategy. Like, if anybody's around, they just kill them, grab their money, grab their stuff. And then also, all right, if nobody's there, that means we're free to call on our drones, get our utility, get what we got to get going, and give ourselves, like, even more ability to win these games.
Okay, we do see AD looking for the chances to go for these crates here.
Oh, no.
Not the best of choices.
Oh, no. Pack. I was bigging you up earlier, and now you're down. I'm sorry.
He's really not back. Hey.
Nice.
Hey, all I'm saying is, though,
Nice.
when we talk about MCY, though, Normally when teams are stuck on the edges of the circle,
Yeah.
we see they're scared. They're not as confident to go to the
I get what
center of the
you're saying,
circle.
Yeah. That's not true. Here.
That's the typical story, but
That is not true. This should be a death.
okay.
What's going on? There we go. Wait. Okay. Now? Oh, yeah. Okay. Finally.
Oh,
that
man.
took a long time.
But
I
PicsArt
thought-
is still stuck inside the house, and he's just
What's
trying
he doing?
to. I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, he's got a grenade. Okay, he's got a frag grenade.
But-
He's thinking about. Just didn't do anything yet.
It's a big-
Oh, he's got a grenade in hand. Just spin around the corner and shoot him.
He's
Shoot him! Oh
and
no!
he still gets the kill.
Clux. How does he get that kill?
How? And that's the Vector. I love vectors.
True. The Vector is really, really good. The rest of AD trying to figure out a way to do something about this.
Sort of
player.
confused as to why they're even thinking about this match. They were supposed to be the
Oh, he's
clear
on
winners
fire.
out of this. And I think that should be it. Yep.
Yeah, somebody waited for him. They knew they had a good one.
Here's MCY though.
Oh, MCY has found the bad boys, and surprise, surprise, already taken one down. Will they be able to cleanly wipe out a few more? The bad boys kind of scurrying on the first floor, and they're getting shot as they're going up the stairs. A little bit of damage done. Oh, MCY's up here already.
And he still doesn't lose.
Oh, Kyungju.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, just unbelievable stuff. Look at how coordinated they are. One after the other.
Oh my god!
Gone.
And not a single knock on their side.
Yeah, they're trying to break the record from the last game. They're like 18 kills in one game. We can do better than that. I bet we can wipe the whole lobby by ourselves.
That will be 28 kills, paper thin.
Yep.
I did my math.
You said you got a B+ in physics. That means you know your math can't be that
In
bad.
high school physics.
But still, your math has to be like adequate.
I did all right. Yeah. Okay. Goodness me.
All right.
And,
I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm just like watching MCY as they like control this world. I mean, they're just the puppet masters, and we're all just little marionettes that are dancing on strings.
everyone who's watching this game right now can see that same table on the bottom right. See that MCY has 59 total points. That is more than double of the second
Yeah,
place.
they more than double.
More than double.
TB has 2 points. in this game.
They're actually going to get a kill against MCY?
Nice.
Oh my goodness!
There we go. Long range shooting. That's, if the close range stuff doesn't work against MCY, if the drive-bys don't work, if crashing their compound doesn't work, sniping is the answer.
But you know what? Surprise, surprise. MCY probably has 10,000 drone credits that they can use for 4 green flare guns if they choose to.
Oh, God, that's a good point. I mean, they're probably just loaded with money.
Yeah.
Shoot the tires out. Smart as well.
TV's doing the best thing that can be done against a strong squad like MCY. We'll see if that makes them better than MCY, though.
What do you think MCY's response is going to be? Are they just going to camp this out, just wait for these circles? TB's kind of got them pretty well surrounded. There aren't a lot of teams left because MCY has killed most of them.
I mean, they're in a good position, so I think they're going to opt for the green flare gun in their current position, bring the fourth player back, and just loot him up. And even in the next circle, they'll probably be in the safe zone, I would imagine, unless the circle sways way far away. But for right now, TV is being as proactive as they can possibly do.
All right, well, I think that green flare is coming, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 𝑰𝑵𝑺 is on his way. You
Okay.
can see that flight marker
In the top left?
on the top left. Says
All right, well, let's see how safe this is. There's a lot of players around.
they should be fine. I mean,
so?
this circle should not run away from them that easily.
I think 𝑬𝒂𝒏𝒈
Yeah,
going to hit.
just about.
I think 𝑬𝒂𝒏𝒈's going to hit an insane snipe shot.
Okay.
I'm calling it right here.
Well, I mean, 𝑰𝑵𝒺 is up in the air now. He's literally a falling body.
This is what I'm saying. Shoot him out of the air. He's
Well,
got the
I mean,
M24,
They must be able to see him.
I believe. Come on.
Oh, please, please, please.
Here we go.
Please, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No shot.
Oh,
Oh, 26,
there's a hit.
26.
There's another.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh, come on, don't reload. This ain't the time for reloading. 28 damage. Oh, he didn't get him.
Oh,
𝑰𝑵𝒺 is safe.
I thought 𝑬𝒂𝒏𝒈 could do it, but not quite.
Not with an SMG from about 250 meters away.
Well, 𝑬𝒂𝒏𝒈 had the M24.
Oh,
That's
did
what
he?
I was
Okay.
hoping for. I was hoping for that. like the craziest shot you'll ever see.
Sure.
That's literally all I was looking for.
Obviously, unequipped, you would get a one-shot with M24, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Especially if it hits that.
Yeah. Well, TB, they've had their share of fun, but they're gonna just try to roam in now into this next circle where 𝑬𝒅𝒊𝒂𝒂𝒕🊭 is trying to join in with him.
Meanwhile, AD's like,
Where?
well, we already kind of scuffed it during another fight. Let's be a little bit safer. We don't want to fight MCY. Like, my guess is like, if you're gonna fight MCY at this point, like, you gotta let somebody else like start the fight.
Yeah.
And you gotta come in and try to finish.
They have voluntarily trashed their presence in this game.
Who?
AD.
Oh, well.
They choose to not exist in this game.
Yeah, that's fine. You're doing what WD did, you know, earlier, waiting for your
Speaking
moment.
of,
Wait, yeah, exactly. Waiting
WD's
for your
here.
moment to strike. You know, you gotta wait.
and all of a sudden, WD seemingly figured out how to win these games, and they're up in here in this top 4 position with all 4 members. And I
Hey.
wouldn't be surprised if they really try at it again.
The tortoise won that race, not the hare.
All
you
I'm
know?
saying. But the hair of MCY though,
I know.
that's
They're
a big,
pretty,
that's a,
yeah.
that's a fast hair. That's a dangerous rabid
Yeah.
hair.
A hare is a rabbit. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I think.
a rabid hair.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Rabid.
That's good.
Yeah.
Nice. Good pun.
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
No.
Oh, okay. Then I'm not gonna. Well, there's a rabbit that has sharp, pointy teeth in it. He's like,
Really?
he like kills a bunch of people. They're like, he's just a rabbit. He's not scary. And like one of the characters is like, no, he's really scary.
That was the point.
And they blow him up with a hand grenade.
Why would they do that?
Well,
It's
you gotta
just
get
a
rid of
bu-
it somehow.
It's just a bunny though.
Yeah, it's a comedy movie. It's not. It's
Goodness
not
me.
that. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
It's pretty violent though.
It is, but it's like a holy hand grenade. They just have the one.
Hey,
They
talk
save
about
it.
one though.
Yeah.
You see that one little yellow dot on that new circle there? Everyone has to go for that now.
The yellow dot.
That's the golden house right now, inside this new circle.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
MCY aren't moving yet. I don't know why. If I were MCY and confident with my individual skills,
I don't think they care.
do they not?
I think they're letting someone else try to attack it, and then I
Okay.
think they're gonna hit like second. I think they want to like let other people, because they're pretty close to the circle, so everybody who's further away has to move sooner.
So like a false sense of security.
Yeah, they're
Right.
exactly. They're giving the other teams a false sense of security, and then they're gonna come in and just.
Oh
fight the
man,
floor.
we just got this big, nice house. How safe are we? Not.
TB's gonna take this house,
Yeah.
and then
They are going 2v2 though. They're scouting around the area just to make sure that one house is indeed safe around.
look at how methodical MCY is. Like they smoke their car just in case, to make sure people can get in it safely.
Do they have all their tires though?
No.
Somewhere
A
not
lot of the
done.
tires got shot out by
This
TB.
one might be safe.
How drivable are the vehicles?
Exactly.
Let me ask your
Okay,
let me ask
TB.
your opinion.
Well, before we get my
Ooh.
opinions, that's some snipes coming in from 𝑬𝒅𝒊𝒂𝒂𝒕𝒊𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂.
me
That's
another
going
one.
to be huge.
Come on. All right, that's smart. Switch your
Oh,
rifle.
he's actually hitting them some shots too.
Okay, decent shots.
Oh,
Crossing, still doing a little bit of damage. Nothing serious connecting just yet.
okay. And they are split 2v2 though. 𝑠inyena and the other member.
Ooh.
Oh, 𝑬𝒅𝒊𝒂𝒂𝒕𝒊𝒂𝒂.
2! A WD, actually, from DG98. Off screen here. Found another one.
Okay.
See if 𝑬𝒅𝒊𝒂𝒂𝒕𝒊𝒂𝒂 can finish the job. He's got a really good opportunity with this sniper.
Oh, he got it with the M24.
Yeah, he hit the damage, did not hit the head. So didn't find the knock on 𝑰𝑵𝑺𝑍𝑵𝑃, but repack. Star player, well, MCY is full of star players.
Yeah. But 𝑠inyena, he's going to be the joker of this play here. He's going to be all alone on the other side. He does see him. 𝑬𝒅𝒊𝒂𝒂𝒕𝒊𝒂𝒂 spots him. Oh, they should show that action. They should not be looking at this. They should look at it right now.
Okay.
𝑠inyena.
Oh, yeah, he's got a really good opportunity.
Yeah.
Great peak shooting for 𝑬𝒂𝒊𝒂𝒂𝒂. He has been really good.
Right
𝑬𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂
place at the
is
right time.
Nuts. All right, the shot. Come on. We've been waiting for that like headshot. The M24 not gonna come through just yet, as he's just waiting. There's smoke here. MCY now stuck in a really bad position. Now that they don't
Who's
have
this?
the vehicles, who is this?
WD?
Oh,
Where did his other 3 teammates go?
I think they died.
He just gonna. Oh,
Oh.
MCY.
Play zone got him. Well, some bullets first, and then the play zone got him.
Okay. Well, Kyungju does get the kill onto WD without realizing that he did get the kill.
Okay, that is gonna
That's
be it. That is
Wow.
TB.
TB.
I mean, MCY still racked up a lot of kills, but TB,
Top blade.
top blade. That's 2 wins for them.
I mean, they look good,
Yeah.
but it makes it difficult for me to understand how they actually won. Because you talk about 𝑬𝒂𝒂𝒂 being really, really good.
Yeah.
Being at the right position at the right time and with the right amount of skills, being able to pick up those crucial kills. But they always seem to come out as a surprise victors.
True.
And that sort of confused me as to how good this team actually is when compared to the rest of the competition. They are in second, yes.
Yeah.
But once they go to the finals, can we expect great things from them? I wonder if you saw anything else from them.
Well, yeah, it's hard to expect anything out other than MCY being
Sure.
the best team in this group right now, right? I mean, solid play from TB. You know, kind of smart, methodical play. They put themselves in good positions. They're able to hold the lines pretty well. But right now, nobody seems to be able to hold a candle to MCY when it comes to just raw firepower. Look at they leave Repec. They get him out of the vehicle, and that creates
Oh
a
my.
crossfire with this vehicle. It's insane. It's so smart.
And I feel like these guys have practiced this maneuver of this riding shots, just mastered it.
Yeah,
They are the best rider shots in this whole group stage day one.
no doubt. But and the presence of mind to drop one player off
Yeah.
is so cool.
It's a lot of creativity in
Yeah.
the midst of danger.
What do you call that? I'm trying to come up with a good name for that. You like drop one player off while everybody else keeps driving around you. I'm trying to think of a good name for it. I haven't come up with it yet.
I want to help you
We're
on
gonna
this.
work on that.
I want to help you on this,
It's
but
our task for this week.
we'll get it by the end of day 5.
Yes.
But in the meantime, well, I mean, TB, still a lot of question marks for me. I mean, 𝑬𝒂𝒂𝒂 is really good.
Yes.
I just haven't seen enough from the other players.
Yeah, it's been a lot of 𝑬𝒂𝒂𝒂. DG98, though, in that last game had 6
Sure.
kills. He kind of off-screen did a lot of good stuff. But really, because of 𝑬𝒂𝒂𝒂 just absolutely being a nuisance to MCY, shooting their tires out, harassing them as they left that compound. That was the reason they won the game.
Because if you're MCY, you probably wouldn't have questioned to yourself that whether you're going to lose this match.
I don't think
They were so
MCY
dominant.
questions anything they're doing right now.
But they have to start asking the question now. They want to be the best team. They want to be the team that clearly becomes the
Oh.
first place at the end of this entire tournament, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And if you have kind of a nuisance along the way, you want to take care of it as early as possible
Okay.
and claim your dominance.
Okay.
And this is where MCY has this task now to sort of understand what TB is doing, that they're not winning ahead of them.
Yeah,
They're getting the kills, sure, but they want to be dominant in every level of competition.
I get that.
So I think if you're MCY here, you're starting to ask a lot of theoretical questions of what TB is doing right, that they're not being able to go overcome them. And it's going to be an interesting series of these next few matches for them to figure out the answer to that.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to see what they do.
Well, I mean, if you want my honest opinion, I think MCY just needs to not mess around. You know, they just you can see TB just kind of took positioning, set themselves up in a strategic way. Whereas
Yeah.
MCY that game, they're just like, well, we're just better.
Just free falling, right?
Yeah, that we can just drive around and kill people and get points,
Sure, I guess that's one way to see
and
it.
it works. It's gonna be interesting though to see MCY how they stack up against the top players from the other groups.
Yeah, Group B and Group C.
Yeah, that's what's really curious. Like these first days, you don't know for sure. If MCY has the best read on the meta, if their driving around and kind of riding style is going to be effective against other teams.
One thing that's for sure, MCY is literally playing to the definition of this point matrix.
Sure.
This is how you're supposed to play to win the matches, to become the best team at the end of the day. But you want to be as perfect as you can if you're MCY to dominate on all levels.
I agree with you. I like what you said there. I think that's very accurate. Match number 6. If you include this one, 3 more matches to go here at the NewState Mobile Open Challenge. It's Paper-Thin and Joel. We are having a blast today.
Yeah, absolutely.
That game number 3, I'll never forget that. That's in my brain the rest of my life. That was so cool.
That was good.
But this, so far, in terms of just what's happening outside of that one moment where TB, killed 3 people with 1 grenade to win a game when they're in the blue, amazing stuff.
Sure.
This is just MCY's world, and we're living in it.
Yeah, and MCY, where they're going to drop at this next next match is going to be a question for all of us, but for now, we're going to once again go back to Loganville, down at the south where you see TB winning out their match against KRS in the match 5. Seems like the rematch is on, paper thin.
I wanna finish on the other side of the river, down by Shelton. Let's get over there. Let's make this really difficult for our players. That's
what MCY should have done.
MCY is already kind of doing that, but some pistols out already.
P1911.
Look who it is.
𝑬𝒅𝒊𝒕𝒊𝒄𝒆.
Unbelievable.
He's good with an AR. He's good with an SR.
Oh.
He's good with a pistol.
He's better. He's better with that gun. Oh, he got some help. Okay.
Doesn't get an MP5K for help, but we ain't complaining.
I mean, how is he still alive? Ooh, that's a knock.
Okay.
Okay. All right, KRS trying to turn it around. They got one. The rest of TB, they got L, it looks like.
L is relatively safe, though. In her position, and they can easily get to the res, and 𝑚INSAJang and 𝒂𝒄𝒆, 2 members left alive. If I were them, I would not be trying to open up the fight again, especially against 𝑬𝒅𝒊𝒕𝒊𝒂𝒕 here on the other side.
Look at this double angle that they're trying to take from TB, and a good escape.
Good roll.
Yeah, really, really smart here by 𝑚INSAJang, just to get out of this, because I think he sensed that something unusual was coming, and maybe he even saw DG98 coming up on that hill. But that's just great awareness, great presence of mind to try to get out of this.
𝑬𝒅𝒊𝒕𝒊𝒂𝒕 is defeated for the first time!
Oh, the headshot with the ump.
The challenge accepted.
Sit down.
Get out of here.
Okay. Now TB, they did get that res onto L.
Well, here's round 2, DG98 versus, I think 𝒂𝒄𝒆 on, oh, actually it's 𝑚INSAJang. They're trying to avenge their teammate.
You can watch the stairs from this position. DG does have a grenade. And looking to throw it up in here. First one explodes.
Good read.
Yep.
Understand exactly what the opponents have in mind.
And 𝑚INSAJang has some pretty good ideas. That one, just in case there's somebody out on the balcony.
It is going to be a 2v1, 1v2. Oh, and he wins the 1v2. 𝑚INSAJang wins the 1v2.
Unbelievable. This looked so good for TB. It looked like nobody was stopping them, and now you've only got the last player coming up behind, still able to flush through.
Is he gonna complete the
Now he's got reinforcements. L in trouble.
Okay.
L gone.
Is that it?
That's
That's
it.
the end of TB.
That's the end of TB. Your second place team out early to KRS.
KRS, I mean, we definitely put them as underdogs coming into this rematch on Loganville.
Sure.
Man, that's what happens.
There you go.
WD versus MCY, though. In these trash loot area, why? What makes these houses so valuable?
Well, I think WD is trying to, like, slow play it.
Sure. MCY is not allowing that.
Yeah.
Clearly, with 2 deaths already.
I think MCY is just anything they see, they're just hungry for. Ooh, the prone on the stairs
He
and
didn't even
still.
see it.
It didn't matter.
Didn't even see him. MCY casually picking up 4 kills once again. Actually 3 kills. Who took the 4th kill?
I'm not sure.
Oh, WD still has 1 member alive. Where is he? Jam!
Oh, Jam is, yeah.
Jam
down
is still
there a little
alive.
bit.
What a jam.
He's a jam in the rough.
That's all you need, really.
He really makes these rounds jam-packed with
That's
action.
what I'm saying. Alright, he's got the green flare gun. Shoot up in this guy. I think he ordered a 2nd green flare gun, actually.
Heck yeah,
Yeah.
I would.
KRS feeling pretty good, but AD sees the blood.
I don't know if they know.
Smells it.
I don't know if KRS knows that AD is here yet.
The footsteps are not audible from that distance, I think. I think it's a little bit too far away.
Yeah. So AD probably just waiting to spring a trap.
But they are looking towards that direction, though. Maybe sensible and maybe aware.
He looks, trying to find the angle.
Well, they definitely hear him now.
Well,
with the vehicle.
Now there's no question.
Yeah. AD, they can go to this 4v2 looking very, very good. They smell the right opportunity to go in. Can they finish?
Spray through the window, gets one.
Okay. Just one more. But it's against 𝑚INSAJang, who's been spectacular in this match number 6.
The other 2 members are currently in mid.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Free kill.
Maybe?
Free food.
Maybe?
Free food.
Nope.
Those are harder to hit, though. I mean, putting away the crit on that one, but those are hard to hit.
And tried, but not able to find it. Now the challenge becomes when you land to get the guns, get the utility, and try to be a effective member of your team. AD, this didn't quite, I think, Hodl took a little bit of damage when he landed, but I don't think this worked the way AD expected.
Yeah,
I think
they should have been much more aggressive coming in, especially if they were aware that the 2 green flare guns had been shot up in the air. It was basically a 4v2. They could have easily won. I think not enough aggressiveness, Paperthin.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they could have been a little more, especially after that first knock. All right, grenade does hit Hodl. Perfectly bounced.
Does not have any gear, though. That's one way to put it, but 𝑚iUI and 𝑚iUI, how are they going to survive this one?
Well, they're staggered between these two houses. Club's still in knocked state here. We do have the DBS from 𝒂𝒊𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 Upstairs is gone, and there's that DBS.
Whoa!
Sit down, Midas. It is going to be AD. Took a little while, Joel, but
Yeah,
they're able to come through with it.
they made the right decision and they executed it. Not as good as we would have hoped, but in the end, the result is what that matters.
Yep. Well, good job. AD, very well handled overall. Bad Boys still trying to see if they can find a little more success.
They have been pretty
Did
quiet.
they win the first game? Right?
Did they win the first game?
I think it was Bad Boys.
I
it
would
was.
like
It
to-
was. It was. They won the first game.
What
I
about
remember.
TON?
They won the second game?
Do you think so?
Maybe.
I'm thinking that TON won the first game. I can't be certain, but that's kind of how I remember.
I think it was the Bad Boys.
You think so? Okay.
I want to say because I saw their name on.
They're 8th place though.
Yeah, I saw their name on screen.
You saw their name on screen.
I saw Bad Boys. And
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. Like,
Oh, you're right. On,
like
on
Will
the big
Smith.
screen
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
They did win one game for sure. I don't know
Yeah.
if it was game one, but the
No.
other games, but they did.
Some game.
They did win one game.
Yes.
Not I remember. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, speaking of previous victors, TON haven't had much to talk about with these guys since their one victory.
Now, is Troy in a specific country?
It is. You know, story-wise, it is settings around United States
United States.
in the year 2051.
Because they're oil derricks, like the things that are pumping
Yeah.
oil on this map, so I was curious.
I think region-wise, they base it off on Midwestern United States.
Yeah, it looks a bit like where I'm from.
I'm from the South, so I'm actually not aware of what happens.
I'm from
on-
the Midwest.
Yo,
so
are you from the Midwest? Okay.
It looks a bit like it, yep. The colors of the trees and the grass and the rolling hills. Yeah, definitely a bit Midwesty.
Paper Thin approves.
Paperfin does approve.
Okay.
Looks like home.
It's all that matters.
That's
You know, developers
we've discerned this, yes.
investing so much money
Into my ideas.
and the efforts, all that puts in. All that matters in the end is Paper Thin's approval.
Yeah, TON is getting aggressive on this compound.
They
NMG.
need to do this.
Yeah, already here. I like this. Try to find some points. Try to breach.
Oh,
There's
nice.
one.
Nice.
That Vector, again, doing some serious work. But the
Oh,
return fire.
the meat.
Oof, TON falling apart. Tough now. It's TON trying to do something to recover. NMG, though, only down to one standing. Res is being attempted on both sides. TON
Sure.
hasn't had anybody flushed yet. So everybody's still alive. If that grenade is good, could it spell disaster for NMG? Not
They need
quite.
to get the res on Ryukai and just get back on form because it is basically guaranteed 4v2 even if they go. Both teams do get the res.
Yeah, I think TON should be able to finish the job if they're careful.
Okay,
Ooh, though.
okay.
Oh, there's a return. The trade is there.
Yeah, this is where the number game really makes a factor here, and it's going to be very difficult for NMG to pull this off.
On off.
Now, I
One.
don't like why 𝑰𝑵𝑁 had to go up all by himself on that one
I
when he had so many allies that he could just wait and to go up together.
Yeah, he just
That was rushed.
he gave a point over to NMG.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, you could still, potentially bring him back.
But I just feel like that wasn't very good decision making, knowing that it was a 4v2 guaranteed.
Right.
But on off, looking for a miracle.
Oh, the grenades. Not much damage done on either
Okay.
side. He gets another, but
Oh,
finally
close.
somebody's there. And it is going to be the win for TON, but not a huge cost, I suppose, if they can get the green flare gun and get their team.
Just could have been better.
Yes.
It's all that ends up in the end. And MCY, very quiet. And by very quiet, we mean 3 kills, but
Right.
yeah, that's where they are going into this mid game here.
It's funny to think about that, Joel, that 3 kills is quiet for
It's a
this
quiet
team.
game. It's a quiet game for MCY. I literally meant every word of that sentence.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean, it's you're absolutely spot on. I'm just laughing because of the kind of the bizarreness of a sentence like that.
And I did not put out a joking connotation in that sentence whatsoever.
Yes.
It was about as serious face I could have
Yeah,
been about
thank
the
you,
sentence.
Sheldon.
You know! You know!
I know a little bit
You
about
know.
it. I know a little bit.
You know!
I had to review a little.
Alright.
I know. I kind of know.
You know Sheldon, but you don't know 3D
I don't know. I
chess.
couldn't tell you another character's name on that
Fine,
show,
okay,
and
fine.
I'm not even kidding.
That's
He
I
is
believe
the
you
only
now.
one.
I can believe you. I can believe you.
There's other characters, I'm sure, and I feel bad for not knowing.
Just
their
for
names.
hints, just for hints. Sheldon typically plays 3D chess with Leonard.
Leonard. That's okay.
Yes.
Now that you say that, probably named after Leonard Nimoy, who was Spock.
Okay.
Did you know?
I did not know.
Yeah. See.
MCY sees a parachute. They like that because that means more kills for them.
Because that means more points. Oh no!
Sideways vehicle doesn't
fine.
matter.
No problem.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, a lot of damage done to them though.
TON, they feasted on them before, but seems like a spicy bite that they want to just kind of run away from a little bit before they get back in.
They're gonna look at. Are they gonna use the tram for cover?
That is a 200
Look,
IQ.
these guys are like light years ahead of everyone else.
Oh my gosh.
It's just it's genius.
Where do they think of these ideas?
It's so good.
I'm actually very curious now. Who calls the shots in MCY?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they're thinking of plays like this.
Yeah. I mean that's
That's not just
so
mechanics.
smart. Yeah.
It's not just mechanics. It's just brain IQ right there.
Right. Exactly. It's on the fly thinking like that.
Creativity at its highest.
You buy yourself time to heal, to do everything you got to do.
Well, TON looking pretty good at this next circle, though.
Yeah. Hey, you take him. Take what you can get.
Yeah.
But you still have MCY in the server, which concerns me. If I'm any team, I'm concerned. What is that? Look at that tall, like, spire-looking thing there.
Spire?
Hey, well, it was right next to MCY.
I want to get a second look.
I know.
I was looking away from
I've
the
never
screen
seen
just
it on
for-
the map. Yeah.
Okay.
It looked cool. It was like kind of like an obelisk.
Obelisk, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Or like, how like, I don't know if you've seen them like in Korea. There's some of those like observatory towers
Sure.
that aren't like super tall. They're like maybe like 10 stories tall.
Are you talking about the N tower?
Not N Tower.
Okay.
Not that one. But like just like the ones that are in like parks. They're not like super tall, but usually they're like on top of a mountain already anyway, so they don't need to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so they look kind of like that.
Okay. So not as significant.
Exactly.
Okay.
It wasn't a major structure.
It was
was just
okay
kinda-
that we missed it.
It was cool looking.
Okay. But it was okay that we missed
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
All right.
We aren't. Nobody's really missing out.
Okay. Wow. All right. Well, AD, 𝒊𝒄𝒆, you like this player.
I do like 𝒊𝒄𝒆, and I'm hoping that this turns into a battle because I mean MCY will one way or another. I think ensure that this will be a battle. Are they going to use this tram to like? No, okay. I thought they might try to cover.
You know,
themselves.
creativity only comes once.
Does it?
I think so. I like to believe so. Here we go.
I think the great painters would like to argue. Da Vinci's like rolling in his grave right now. All right, the sprays are okay, but nobody's really. Again, a lot of damage done early in the fight to MCY, so they don't, they don't commit.
But you know what I like about this? I think MCY is having fun with
Oh
this.
yeah, they're having a blast.
They're literally doing this, of course, for the points, but more so for the fun.
Yeah, they're so far ahead right now that like they don't care.
They don't care.
No, and I don't blame them. And I think continue to hunt. Make sure if you take damage, you stop, you heal. Their vehicle state has to be concerned.
Okay, one more round.
Oh, okay, they're gonna lose a lot. In this
Okay,
one.
they lost 2 already. AD
Yeah.
firing back.
Now AD's just gonna chase him
Oh,
down.
MCY's running away now. Oh, they ain't in this for this one. No, and the car will blow up very, very soon. That should be the kill. The wipe.
Should be there in a second.
There it is.
All right. Well, we finally see that they are mortal. That MCY can be defeated.
This was the first time that MCY seemingly dethroned. From what we've seen as the Dominators.
It feels like the first time they've like just lost a fight.
They
straight up.
lost to something, right?
Yeah.
It's the first time. And 'cause the last game where they did lose against 𝑬𝒂𝒂𝒕🊭, 𝑬𝒂𝒂𝒂 had the better position, right?
Right.
It was supposed to be an easy kill for 𝑬𝒂𝒂𝒂 to get those kills against them. But
Right.
this one, they had pretty much an equal advantage against the other team, but they lost.
Well, now it's AD's turn again, and instantly
Wow.
3 go out from BB.
AD, where were you for the past 4 games?
AD just, oh my
Huh?
goodness, just running them over now.
Last one.
Style points.
They're not gonna let him go, right?
They
You
might.
shouldn't, right?
No, I wouldn't, but.
But they should also get the res though and get the loot. From the
Yeah,
dead
they need to
players.
heal up a bit.
Yeah, get the
Yeah.
res, get the loot from the dead opponents, and yeah, AD.
Can you res
Wow.
faster with more than one
Yes,
person?
this is also a new feature that's been added in the
There you are.
February update.
None of my teammates ever are
So-
that nice. They never try to help me.
With one person resing, it's 10 seconds.
Yeah.
2 is 6.
Yep.
3 is 4.
Oh, okay. Very
So-
nice. That's actually super nice. That's super useful.
Yeah.
Because my teammates never res me.
So even with that feature, they don't do that to you.
No,
Why?
I don't know. They're jerks.
Why don't you just ask them?
I
You know,
tried.
when-
I hit the button, the little wavy hand thing.
You know, we come from an American education system where where they teach you if you ask nicely and say please at the end,
Yeah.
they usually do it for you.
Yeah, that doesn't work for me.
Okay. Wow, you tested out yourself.
I did.
Okay.
Nobody helped me.
All
I was
right.
really sad. My teammates were busy trying to kill people.
Oh my goodness.
I know. Well,
Instead of saving someone, they were busy killing people.
hey,
In
it
Battle
works for
Royale?
MCUI. Yeah, surprise, right? Who would have
Oh,
thought?
wow.
All right, what are we picking out here? What do they want? Rick?
AD. I'm curious to see how they're suddenly up in 3rd place. All of a sudden, they came from nowhere.
They're playing good in this game. 11 kills. So it's their turn to kind of be that marauding bandit squad that just, thieves off of the other team.
And if TON had access to the scoreboard that we're seeing right now, they need to be cautious because they're not the first 2 place teams that they used to be for the last 4 matches.
Right.
If they keep playing like this, they will be dethroned in a hurry. They won't even have a chance at the wild cards.
That's very true. It's quickly kind of falling apart for TON. Now they're
Yeah.
not in a bad spot in this game, but they're rotating the other side of the river. Everybody's kind of, or not the river. Everybody's kind of gambling on the other side of the tram path.
It does mean that TON does need to start to be aggressive, and this is what's happening here.
They're getting chased down. Some damage being done here. There's one again. AD is just better right now.
My.
The M249
Okay.
shredding.
It is a 3v1 now.
Okay, there's a chance. I mean, we'll see.
Oh, WD ruining the fun.
Oh.
Why?
He's trying to steal it. I don't
He's
think he
being
did.
a jam.
Or did he get it?
He's being a jam. All right? He's being a jam.
Yes, he is.
Why jam?
He's jamming the other teams.
Gosh.
From getting
Man,
points.
those guys were having fun over there, and he just being a
That's what you
jam.
gotta do sometimes. That's what you gotta do.
Well, 80's thankfully still alive after jam ruined all the fun.
Yeah, it's trying to get their smokes in the right position.
Sure. And he was all alone too.
He
Oh
he
my
is.
gosh.
Remember I think all of WD got wiped out at the beginning of this
yeah.
game by
You're right.
MCY,
I remember.
and then he's still alive somehow.
And he's
Hey,
picking up kills.
yeah, good for him. He's got 2 kills.
And because of these single effort kills that he's doing right now, that's going to put them closer up to that wild card position
Sure.
of that 3rd and 4th.
Yeah, they're already up in the 5th place. I mean,
Yeah.
they were bottom of the barrel a couple games ago.
Well, TON, because of all of that, they were on the winning side. Now they only have 1 player left with 5 kills recorded, and AD is looking much, much better with 3 players, and probably can get the 4th player down with a green flare gun.
Yeah, he's just gonna chill in the middle.
All right.
Well,
It's going to blow up.
he's thinking about it.
It's going to blow up. Is the timer not running out yet?
I don't think he pulled the pin.
Oh, did he not? Okay.
I think he's just waiting. All right, could be. I don't know if 𝑬𝒂𝒂𝒂 is gonna go for it. I think he knows somebody's in there and doesn't want to drive close.
Well, he's all alone, so at the best case scenario, he'll be 1v1 against the player.
All right.
Is this a green flare gun?
I didn't see.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, here's Mans against 𝑬𝒂𝒂𝒂. 1v1 scenario.
Yeah, I think 𝑬𝒂𝒂𝒂 is just trying to see what's happening and waiting for the rest of the team. And then I think, oh wait. I thought 𝑬𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 was on AD. I'm wrong. He's on BB. 𝑬𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 is just driving around by himself, and now he's been spotted,
gosh.
isolated,
Oh gosh.
and emancipated. from this
Feels
lobby.
bad when the players are shooting at you and you can't shoot back because you're busy driving.
Yeah, that feels bad, man.
It does feel bad. Oh, and he kills himself. Okay. Jam. Jam.
Hello?
He was just being a jam.
Jam?
Jam being a jam.
What happened? Oh no!
He pressed the get off button.
I know.
While he was at full speed.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
And we actually added in the recent patch where you can roll after you get off the vehicle.
That grenade hit! He has an opportunity! That's
Whoa,
one!
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Mans! You absolute man!
Oh! He got the kill!
He's got one! That was nutty.
Now it's only 1v2.
I thought this was, you know, done and dusted.
We stopped talking about this match after a certain point because it was basically done game.
You felt like it.
Okay. It is a 1v2 though. Not impossible for Mans.
Absolutely not.
And he's inside the circle, while Rash and Netify from AD are not. So they have some traveling to do.
Boy. Okay.
Mans is barely inside the circle, inside the building.
Okay. Let's see what he's got in store. Got an AK. He's got a real opportunity. So AD has to... They're trying to get around to the other edge, trying to use the short side of the circle here and the hill slope to cover their approach. But Mans is... He's in a, like you said, he's in a really good spot right now.
He got lucky with the circle, but this is about as good of a position that he can be in.
I like this. Smoke off his angles. You can throw smokes close to him, and it cuts off his vision.
Sure, and you can now drive closer to him without knowing. What? What happened?
Did he get shot?
Oh, did he? No, I think he fragged himself to not give off the kill point. Maybe.
Maybe.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Well, anyway,
okay.
𝒊𝒏𝒈 wins, deservedly so.
Sure, they played really well.
Yeah, they were going ham. So, congrats to them. I'm not exactly sure what happened.
They're not sure either.
You know, Jams might have just given up, I guess.
Hey,
that's fine.
AD did really well though. They surprised me because you haven't seen too much from them. Yeah, from moment to moment, you saw them getting some kills every now and then, but. This was the first match that they actually really popped off.
Absolutely. And they kind of did the MCY thing to MCY, and
yeah,
you know, just started kind of being that roaming bandit squad that just kind of steamrolled, just gained momentum, and took everything over. So, well done. Well, really good game from 𝒊𝒏𝒈. I don't know exactly what happened at the end, but you know what? I thought maybe Jam at least would, after getting that first kill, might think about trying to go for, you know, something a little more crazy.
Yeah, but of course the key play that really decided their chicken dinner was their fight against MCY, as you were mentioning, but they just refused to kind of just make that statement and just acknowledge they were going to be run over by them.
Yeah.
And they wanted to put out a challenge, and at the right timing, it was a very much an equal scenario where either team could have won. And in those scenarios, we usually pick MCY to win out over any other team. But for AD to do that in an equal situation to win out that car ride battle, I don't know. I mean, I don't know really what to expect for the next 2 matches now.
Two more to go, and we're done for the day.
And this was what it was. MCY, they never were the team running away from the fight. This probably was the first time we saw that for them.
Yeah, that's true. Usually they're either chasing or already in a compound and just defending. So, yeah, looking good here for AD. And a very nice round. A lot of kills, placements. Of course, they won, so they get the 5 placement points as well.
But it's worth noting that AD was pretty fortunate in that fight against TON because WD with Jam helping out on the other side.
Sure.
If it wasn't for that, I don't think AD would have gotten.
Be back shortly, guys, with the NewState Mobile Open Challenge. Short break, and then we're back. See you soon.
트로이에서 20분 치킨각? 속도감 넘치는 극한의 트로이를 경험하라. 익스트림 배틀로얄 모드를 소개합니다. 트로이 맵 4곱하기4 크기의 영역에서 64명이 플레이하는 익스트림 배틀로얄 모드는 매경기 랜덤으로 4곱하기4 크기의 경기 구역이 결정됩니다. 경기 제한 구역을 30초 동안 벗어나면 기저로 사망 처리되니까 조심하세요. 익스트림 배틀로얄 모드에서는 기존 오리지널 배틀로얄 모드보다 비행기 고도가 낮아 더 빠르게 필드에 도착하고 최초 낙하 시 부스트 게이지 100% 상태에 권총, 연막탄, 300 드론 크레딧을 가지고 투입됩니다. 초반부터 긴장해야겠죠? 보급상자 눈치 게임 시작! 경기구역이 결정되면 바로 랜덤으로 배치되는 2개의 보급상자 위치도 공개됩니다. 여기에 오리지널 배틀로얄 모드보다 더 많은 물자 탈 것이 등장해 빠른 파밍이 가능하고 사망 재투입 대기 기간, 드론 배송 시간 등이 단축됩니다. 신규 모드 익스트림 배틀로얄 모드는 정식 배틀로얄 모드로 티어 점수를 획득할 수 있고 업적도 달성할 수 있는 모드입니다. 뮤벤만의 트로이를 더 짧은 시간에 화끈하게 즐길 수 있는 익스트림 배틀로얄 모드 플레이하고 소감은 댓글로 달아주세요.
welcome back, everybody, to the New State Mobile Open Challenge. It's 2022. I'm Paper Finn. Joining me is Joel as we bring you the last two games of the day here for Group A. And, of course, all eyes, all talk about MCY Pro so far, Joel. They have looked phenomenal.
I mean, does MCY have more to show today with these last two matches? Because I think we've seen it all, from how aggressive they can be and how selective their fights can be, which is actually not that good, actually, because they just do like any fight they want to get into. So the fight selection on a basis level is not that good, but it doesn't matter because they're so good. They're going to get the kills anyway.
Well, you can see that, I think, just not only are their mechanics good, right? Their shooting is good, but their decision-making is really good, and, you know, even some stuff that maybe other players wouldn't think of, like hiding behind the tram.
Sure.
You know, doing a lot of these things that are kind of separating them from the rest of the pack.
I mean, it seems like at moments they're playing without any brains because they're just boom, boom, just run in, kill, boom, kill.
They're like zombies, right?
It feels like that's what they're doing at times, but at certain moments, as you say, the creativity and the shot calling really does impress us to a point where it's one of the teams that we have a lot of favoritism of heading into the finals on the final day, because obviously these guys are going to the finals. That's pretty much confirmed at this point. No matter how bad they do, I don't see them
It's
losing
not
out.
possible.
Yeah, I don't see them losing out the final with Spot.
No.
But what's more important is that how well can they do against all the best teams from all three groups, and we'll see how they do about that.
Yeah, precisely. I mean, here now it's about, you know, just stat padding for them, looking good, you know, showing that they should be feared potentially. I think there's a psychological aspect to Battle Royales, especially with the way that the extreme mode works, Joel. I think you could say that you want to have the other teams fear you as much as possible so you can control drop zone territory.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to match, I think it's supposed to be match 7, right? Yeah, after match 6, this is where we're at.
Should be match 7.
Yeah, it is match 7. It does say up at the top. I didn't see that. But what's important is that, you know, with 2 matches left to go, the second place team, who's it going to be? I mean, All Die looking really good after that last match, and if they can pull something like that off again, I think they're going to be the favorites to become that second place finisher off of today's group stage A. But it has to go towards the other teams as well. TB looking pretty solid through all the matches.
Yeah.
We're not really going to doubt their performances, but TON, that's where the biggest worry is. They looked really good. Maybe like the best team of this whole group for the first few matches.
Yeah.
Ever since then, they started falling, and they luckily do still hold fourth place, but can they hold on to it much longer?
We'll find out. We're looking at them right now. I like that you're talking about them because they're in the middle of a drop here at the mall.
It is going to be a rematch on the mall with NMG.
Yeah, I was going to say, that pistol, probably not the gun they want, but it's a full rooftop battle. They try to isolate this member of NMG. The grenades are out. Is that a frag or is it a smoke?
It's a smoke.
Okay.
Yeah. And one thing to note about these 6 matches now, the 7th match underway, we haven't missed a mall in the first circle. So if one of the teams that they really want to take a preferred drop at the mall, it can be a pretty reliable choice, as make sure that you don't have any competition going up against you. But as a spot in itself, it can be something that you can rely on.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we really got to make sure we get our clothes from Hot Topic, from the Gap.
Yeah, okay.
And get
Is Hot Topic still around?
Maybe.
Okay.
Joel, I have no idea.
We've been here for too long.
I haven't been to a mall, like proper mall, in a really long time.
Especially not an American mall.
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah.
I don't even go to malls here in Korea, really.
I do remember Hot Topic.
Yeah.
I remember it being there, just never really went
I can see
inside
you
it.
like painting your nails black.
That's what I'm saying. Like you didn't let me finish a sentence. Like I saw it. I noticed its presence. I understood its existence, but I never entered it. It just never was.
You missed out. That's where I'd go to buy my, you know, cool band shirts that I liked.
Band shirts, right?
Yeah, like Blink-182, Green Day.
Wasn't the skater culture big there?
Yeah, a little bit, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Not like it was a mix of a couple different cultures, but absolutely skaters would go there sometimes. Yeah. At least people I thought were skaters. I was not one, so I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I was just a punk kid. You know, I liked Blink-182 and Green Day and these kind of things. So I would go there and buy like band shirts. That's what I was.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What you think? What you think about Panic at the Disco?
I like Panic at the Disco.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Fall Out Boy. Yeah, I love those bands.
Yeah.
I'm a big pop punk fan.
Pop punk
Yeah,
fan.
pop punk,
Okay,
yeah, pop
that's
punk.
different from punk rock.
Sort of, yeah. It's
Okay.
like an offshoot. Yeah, it's like what like what the bands we're talking about, Panic at the Disco,
Yeah.
Fall Out Boy. They're all considered pop punk.
One band that you might not know, I
Yeah.
thought was really good around that same era actually.
Mm.
Streetlight Manifesto.
Yeah, I know Streetlight Manifesto.
Ska band.
Yeah, I like ska.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
in marching band
I was a
for the
huge
longest
Real
time.
Big Fish fan. Dude.
Okay. See, I was in marching band for the longest
Oh,
time.
anybody who did marching
yeah,
band liked
they
ska.
Knew,
Yeah.
they liked ska. They liked Streetlight Manifesto. They memorized every little tune of the melodic parts.
I saw them in concert once.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. They opened for Real Big Fish.
How were they?
They were really good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're phenomenal. Technically talented, like in terms of
Sure,
like just
yeah.
playability, like their music.
We just haven't heard much from them since then.
No, I think they're still together. I know Real Big Fish is because I want to say they're still touring, but
Okay.
anyway,
That just goes to show that 2 minutes of punk rock bands
covers
the mall action that we're supposed to have.
that has not kicked off.
Uh-uh.
Still, TON controls the roof. NMG below.
And you know what's funny though?
Yeah.
TON did not look like this in game one. They already would have went down, checked all the floors, fragged the heck out of everybody that's inside the mall. That was the game one TON. This is where we are at game 7.
Is that a glass floor? Oh,
Yeah.
man.
It's bulletproof.
That's dangerous.
It's bulletproof.
Yeah.
You
say
can't break
that.
it. Yeah, you can't break it.
I don't trust it.
It has been programmed
It's like
to be
that-
unbreakable. What more do I have to say?
Oh, if it's been programmed that way. All
Okay.
right, some shots finally being traded. NMG has one member of TON isolated here on this apparently unbreakable glass, and it definitely is, as we have one knocked. TON from above trying to encircle and cover their teammate, but I don't know if they're going to be able to, Joel.
Now, if you're 𝒂𝒂𝒻, you
Oh, he's
really
definitely not.
It's a molly. But all in all, if you're at the mall, you want to stay at the top. That's where you get the ultimate advantage. You just structurally, you just can't lose so easily. And when you're at the top of the mall, but 𝒂𝒂𝒻 went all the way down to the second floor out of curiosity. I would have to say at best, and that's kind of the result of it.
It was a little odd. It definitely felt a little bit impatient. How about that from
Sure.
𝒂𝒂𝒻?
Yeah.
So NMG kind of profits because of it. Meanwhile, the rest of TON still on top of the roof. This is still in the second circle, so nowhere to go.
It is a 4v3 now, so it gives a little bit of edge towards M&G as long as they make it to the top floor safely.
Yeah.
But if you're a TON, you have to do everything in your power to make sure you can avoid that.
I agree. I think it's kind of an awkward spot for TON. Like, maybe if they can spot a vehicle and find a safe way to get to it, you know, they just leave. But that's other than that, they're kind of in a pickle now.
Because the irony of the mall is that you're at the top, you're really safe, and you're probably going to get the kills to anyone that tries to encroach you. But on the other hand, once the circle goes away from you,
Yeah.
that is about the most difficult place to escape from if you're at the top of the mall.
Exactly correct. 100%. All right, BB gun. Maybe that's why they went with BB. Do you ever have a BB gun as a kid? Were you like?
Oh, the BB gun. We're going
Yeah.
way back, okay?
Yeah. Did you ever? Were you allowed to have them? Like some parents are like super strict.
For me, the reason why I said way back was it was just a little bit before my time. Paint gun was where we're at.
You were okay.
I'm the
I get
paintball
you.
era,
I
right?
get it. Yep,
Yeah.
Yep. I totally I get what you mean.
That was my middle school, high school days, paintball.
Paintball?
That's where it was at. But to answer your question, I did not have a BB gun nor a paintball.
Okay. Yeah. My mom wouldn't allow them in the house.
But I did have a real gun in the army.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah,
of course
oh,
you
yeah.
served you did your military service
Yeah.
here in Korea, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Had the K2. For
The
those
K2.
for those who probably went to Tago on the original
Yep.
PUBG game.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
It's the same gun. It looks
same
exactly the same. It sounds exactly the same. It's the K2 that I used
That's awesome.
back in the army.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
I hate that gun.
Okay. You know what?
In PUBG, I should say.
Hey,
I just
hey,
have a tough
hey,
time
hey,
with it.
hey, hey.
I'm just messing.
All
around.
I'm saying is
I'm sure it's very good in real life. It's obviously not a video game.
all of my the shooting tests that
Yeah.
I had to do every periodically during the army. I got pretty good scores with the K2.
There you go. I'm sure it's a great gun in
It's
real
a good
life.
gun.
Yeah. I'm such a like M4 purist. All right, this is now finally kicking off. NMG has finally breached the dam, and
That's what I'm saying.
and it is gone. TON down and dusted, and their hopes of maybe Joel being one of the top 2 teams.
Yeah.
With it.
I think this is a sign towards what TON. They have established their identity, sort of. And in the first 2 games, we thought they could pull that off and just kind of extend that run. But ever since Game 3, where they escaped from the mall for the first time, and still to the question of why they did that in the first place, and it was dead center of the circle,
Right.
that was the moment where their downfall began. And it feels like right at this Game 7, you're at an advantageous position, but you still lose out against MNG. Of course, MNG is a great team. We're going to give credits for them to do that. But
Sure.
But the discussion still goes on to say, TON, what have they changed in their mindset that they are not a winning team anymore?
All right, well, MCY just blind sends it into this compound and doesn't really take much damage just yet. Their tire just get popped. I'm not sure. I thought I saw something that looked like...
Yeah, I think a tire did fall off.
Yeah.
It seems like. But yeah, for a casual 4-man scouting mission for MCY, worth it.
Oh, well, I mean, MCY, I think, has been shown to be perfectly fine with these hit-and-run type things or just gather information and move on. But this is more of their style right now, is just play on the edge. Oh, they see the green flare. I think that's what part of this was.
Do they have a long scope sniper?
An
An 8X
they
would
usually don't.
An 8X would do.
Look at this.
Everybody's firing.
All lining up for
Everybody's
this.
firing at them.
It's a. They hit. Did they hit?
We're back at the amusement park. This is literally the amusement park. Just who can get that teddy bear up on the roof?
It's a 4-gun salute. It's the pizza.
And not one hit. One hit. We got one hit. 13
It-
damage.
Somebody just got a knock on the MCY with a long-range sniper.
They stayed too long at the amusement
There
park.
it is, on off with the M24.
NMG. I mean, covering for their teammates. Well
Yeah.
done.
Good stuff. I kind of like what MCY thought about doing, at least here. Like, you know what? We've got a bunch of light machine guns. Let's just try to, see if we can get lucky.
But it's so difficult to fire at that distance with an LMG. Though.
Oh, it's hard, yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't even try it because I know how difficult that would be.
They're good players, though.
Sure. I mean,
They've
but
probably done it before. Is
an
the thing.
LMG with basically no scopes.
Yeah, it's tough. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
But
Back at the roof.
why not?
Yeah. KRS, I think we want to see a little more from them.
Sure.
Yeah, they've been at the right positions at the right moments, it seemed like.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
Just haven't executed.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think, yeah, they, strategically, nothing really super wrong with what they do. They're just not quite at the same level as a couple of these other teams,
Yeah,
to be
exactly.
frank.
You can see Midas coming in to join in just at the right time. It makes sense as to what they're doing. They can't really do any more better on the shot calling side, but it's the execution that they're missing.
Yeah. Well, they're going to have to move eventually out of this spot, and I think MCY kind of harassing them has made it difficult for them to really feel safe. I think maybe also they had to get this vehicle from their teammate over here to kind of help with the escape plan. As if you're out in the open in NewState right now in this like current lobby, it just feels like you're dead. Like somebody's just gonna find you and just either run you over or shoot you, or it's really tough to maneuver out in the open without these cars.
Yeah. And we were talking about, we're in Game 7 now, almost at the end of the day, but looking at the weapon composition, just kind of reflecting on what we said at the beginning of the day.
Yeah.
A lot of double ARs, a lot of double LMGs even.
LMGs, yeah.
That's crazy.
With the car, yeah, I mean, with the car meta, you got to have the LMGs. You got to have those deep, ammo drums so you can really do some work.
And we were right about one thing, not a lot of snipers and DMRs.
No. Not many. A few M24s, which is surprising and pleasantly surprising.
It does make sense because we're in BR Extreme where everything is probably going to be close combat anyway.
That's true.
MCY, they're back at it again. They're not done. They're not
No,
done hunting.
I don't think they're done until they're dead. Let's see if we can finally have some. Oh nope, he's on his own. He's done. This is bad for
This
KRS.
is the classic MCY.
Just circle.
We've seen this before.
Yep.
Oh,
Ooh, okay.
don't
Lost one. Okay. Oh, they got only one more left for KRS.
Are
There
you
you go.
serious?
That's it.
This is the MCY we've come to know and really be impressed at.
Yep.
And they're back again. I feel like they did this to make a statement that we're not done here.
Oh, absolutely.
And they're going to keep doing this until the very final match of this entire tournament. I can just imagine that.
It feels like until somebody can stop it. you know, consistently, this is what we will see from MCY.
You know, this expression might be a little far-fetched, but until someone proves them wrong, right?
Sure. No, I don't think you're far-fetched.
Yeah, I mean, it's just they want to kind of just say what they want to say, and they're going to keep doing it until someone proves them wrong.
I agree. Wholeheartedly. Now, BB in trouble.
We got three teams here.
Oh, NMG, after winning their fight,
They
is
did not know.
E.
They did not know.
Yeah, that didn't go good.
See, they saw BB and just wanted to kind of just collapse and try to go into and invade the house that they were in. They had no idea whatsoever that the TB was around.
TB did lose one player, but so far that's it. This could be the second down. Indeed. Yeah, on off. He is on a lot of the time. Oh, they didn't see him around the corner.
That was a mistake.
Oh, no. Is he playing in first person? He's this good.
He is playing in first person.
He's a Chad.
Intentionally.
Unbelievable.
It's working out.
Yeah.
Obviously.
TB. Are they done? They're gone. They're out of this game. They only have one more game to keep that second place spot. I mean, if AD comes up with a couple big points, a couple big kills, they're usurping TB. They're taking that second place spot for themselves. Or who knows? Maybe NMG has a big game if they can survive this.
Okay, on-off came back to TBB. Fairly enough. But all I'm saying here, no, but BB, they were the team to be invaded in this mix-up, but understandably, NMG made the right play to do that, but they were surprised by TB up on the flanks. But somehow, they got to resort that issue and just try to make the best out of it, and they're still alive with 2 members remaining. That's a really, really impressive result.
It is. There's nothing to be ashamed of there, no doubt about it. Grenade up top, hits Meat pretty well, but he doesn't get knocked. Let's see here. The follow-up, can it be good enough?
Oh, 𝑬𝒅𝒊𝒄𝒆, why are you so far away in the first place? That is so far away. That's a big question mark for me right there.
Oh, wait, they were just trying to... Wait a minute.
What?
That was Meat's teammate.
Yeah, I'm telling you. That was Bingo on the other side.
Oh. Now I understand. I was confused for a minute.
BB is so split.
I don't think they know. Yeah, I don't think they know that their teammate is way out there.
I mean, you just have to kind of imagine that it's just another team waiting out on the other flank.
Sure, yeah. You would expect the way that this game is played so far throughout this event is that teams are generally pretty close to each other. Their teammates are usually, like, nobody's doing, like, wide splits or trying to think goofy.
This might be the first time that we saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. MCY, though, thinking about what to have for lunch. We're still in mid-game. It is still lunch.
What do we have for lunch tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
You know, we did have a lot to choose from today.
We did.
We just didn't have enough time to eat.
No, we did not. But we had good options, and also that's nice.
But tomorrow, we'll probably have time and more options.
That'll be nice. I'll appreciate that. Here comes a drone.
Here's another option.
What do you got? Probably green flare gun, right?
Sure. I mean, if you're in NMG, you're really rushing the green flares to try to get your teammates back in as quickly as possible. There it is. It's going to be locked and loaded and fired up in the air.
Yep.
Bang.
Nice. Very good. That's.
Does he have another green? Oh, he has another green flare.
Two.
Okay.
It's
full squad.
They're back.
Full squad.
The band's back together.
But MCY, they don't know what to have. They don't know what to have for lunch.
They're just driving, checking every corner of the map for people.
They want food.
Heck yeah, they do.
And they found food. They see the green flare up in the distance.
Oh, they're
gonna go for round 2 of the amusement park. Yeah. Didn't work out so well for the first round.
Just the 4-gun salute here.
Yeah. With an LMG, by the way. Oh, what is happening here?
I don't know.
Oh, they got it this time.
They got some hits.
They got the teddy bear.
WD even showed up. So NMG potentially punished. They do lose
one.
They do lose the guy in the air. Oh my god.
Yeah, they got 1 green flare.
Oh, WD is kind of helping with this potentially unintentionally.
Yeah, no cover fires whatsoever. That is not your priority. And this is looking like the second teddy bear.
He's done. Give him the prize.
Give him the teddy bear.
It's over.
Oh. You know, you talked about inflation, I think, around match 2, right?
Yes,
That was 4,000-ish drone credits burned.
Oof.
Incinerated.
That's deflation there. All right. On, off. Again, on, off. Speaking of just, oh no, the grenade. Xavi. Oh, shuts
What a
him down.
play.
Oh, no. Now it's just beat.
That's
On
it.
off has been really good today.
NMG is so unfortunate. They recovered on 2 angles.
Look who it is. It's MCY. They have nothing better to do.
Do they know that WD's around?
Do they care?
I don't know. They're in a pretty bad position, though, with people.
I know,
It's a
but
tough position to fight back.
I agree. But they're going to try because they do not care. They're just running at him.
Oh,
WD,
that was unfortunate. That should have been a knock right there.
they're handling this very nicely.
Yeah. And MCY, it really was a tough position to fight. And fair enough, I would have thought that they came in knowing that they had to just kill 2 members more
Sure.
from the other side, but they didn't expect an entire team to be in this midst.
I don't know if they care, Joel. I don't think
Well,
I think they just want to fight. It's like the Itchy and Scratchy show, dude. You just got to keep fighting.
and they're fighting outside the circle.
Yeah, that too.
Why not?
They,
Okay, get 1 knock.
Oh my! If they win this,
This would be crazy.
oh no
Oh
way!
my god,
That's
second
two.
knock, 2v2.
2. It's gonna be a 3rd. Oh, he's so
my
weak.
God.
The blue's gonna get him.
The blue.
Didn't matter. They're gonna win this fight.
Last
Joel.
one. Jam.
Jam!
It's 1v1 with Jam versus Kyungju.
Did he go?
Show the screen, please. Show the screen.
Ah.
Kyungju. Oh, he's alive.
Oh my god.
Ooh, he's alive.
Oh no.
Sinyena's out.
Bye
Oh,
bye.
that's it?
That's the game.
That's the game. We're so busy following MCY through every little decision that they make.
All died. Did they even get a kill?
We don't even get to track the actual game.
Did they just win back-to-back games? Like,
They did. Wow.
they're just laughing. They know.
Where did AD come from? Where were they?
They were just chilling out on the west side of the circle. They weren't doing anything interesting.
They had all 4 members alive too.
They
I
were
think.
playing the game. Meanwhile, MCY is like, you know, diverting attention. They're like that kid in the class who's like always making like fart noises whenever
Yeah.
the teacher's like trying
Yeah.
to teach, and like the teacher's always getting mad. Like
At the
all
other
guys
guys.
like the good kid, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he's like trying to be a studious student.
This team, man, I told you that after match 6 I had no idea what to expect from this team.
Yeah.
Now I'm more unaware of what to expect from this team. I don't know a single thing about them.
No questions were answered in that game.
And more questions were thrown my way for me to not be able to answer. We're going into the last game of the day. I have no clue what to do about this team.
I really like the way you put that. Well, you're gonna look at some highlights.
Hopefully the highlight shows us some more insights.
Or maybe lowlights, depending on how you want to think of it.
Hey.
Actually, this fight was quite good in a way. NMG, I think, picked a great time to come up on the roof and wiped TON really efficiently. I think TON, a little bit of a weird maneuver, like we talked about, to send somebody in to the mall, but NMG still made the most of it.
It still made a statement, though, and for NMG, they can challenge the people at the mall, at the top of the building, and still come out as winners. But on the counterintuitive end, TON has really, I think they lost it. I think they lost it at this point. They are the 4th place team, and I don't think they're the 4th place team now after this game. I don't think they have what it takes to come back into that wildcard position in this game 8 just because of that fight at the mall.
I don't disagree with you. I think maybe now that AD might, I think AD, I'm pretty sure, is now 2nd place. Yeah,
They are
definitely
second. Yeah, you see them just jumping up the standings there.
So that's where the real fight is.
Yeah.
MCY, we knew a couple games ago, they're in. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You're going to the grand finals.
You can actually leave now if you want.
Yeah, they can walk away from the
They can
desk.
actually get up and leave.
Oh yeah,
right now if they want to.
See, then we can play.
We can follow up on our strategy
Yeah,
to take their tablets, me for money, and
Yeah,
you,
me
you for just having fun.
Yeah, for pride or whatever.
Yeah. Not gonna say which one's better of a
I don't
result.
want anyone to see me play this, but you know. One more game to go.
Yeah.
And then we're done here for today. 8 games does roll by pretty quick, you know, with the 20 minutes about
Sure.
for each match in the extreme mode. The extreme mode I like.
And the nice thing about this specific match in this match 8 is that nothing is solidified. Only thing that's solidified is obviously
First place.
MCY going up to the
Second place
finals.
is totally up for
Second
grabs.
place. Anyone can win it. AD just won the last match 2 matches in a row, and thinking that they might be the favorites to go up. Maybe. But other teams can put up a good enough performance that they can overlap them so easily.
Exactly. Well, I think it's going to be really curious to see how teams fight for this. Like,
Yeah.
you know, because if you're towards the middle to the bottom, you gotta just go crazy with kills. You gotta just try to find them. You gotta do what MCY has been doing to everybody else. Just start running rough shot over everybody and driving around and going for kills. That's
If I want to be a realist, I would have to say the bottom teams basically have no chance at this
Probably.
match. But as you say, anything can happen. One game left to go. Collect
Yeah.
a lot of kills. Literally, if you can kill almost every
28 people,
player off the entire map, yes, you can still make it to the finals.
yeah, exactly. 28 kills. That's all you need. Easy.
At least make it to the wild cards, right? So that's up in the air as well. So, you know, it's going to be a very, very exciting game where everything can be decided, and we'll see what happens.
Exactly. All right, final match of the day is coming at you guys. Match 8 here at the NewState Mobile Open Challenge. This has been a great day, and we look to see who can find that second place spot behind MCY. Buckle up, folks. We're heading down a little bit towards the graveyard. So the circles today generally have started to shift south as we've gone on the day.
Yeah, this is the first circle that's shifted towards graveyard, and I don't think for the 7 matches we've seen so far, we haven't seen an observer camera on the graveyard.
Not really.
You
I
don't
think
recognize it, right?
briefly, we saw it one time because I made a joke about how that's where you get the car with the coffin.
Hey, there you go.
But that was very brief. And it was outside of the circle at that point, like basically.
And most importantly, we didn't hear the crow.
There's
That's-
a crow?
There's a crow.
Oh my
it goes
gosh.
like literally as you pass by. And typically when you play NewState, right, you have
Yeah.
your mobile devices set to highest volume.
Heck yeah.
It freaks you out.
Oh my
The
gosh.
developers nailed it on that one.
That's good.
The intentions,
This actually is a horror game.
it is.
You guys
Well,
tricked us. You
TON.
told us a battle royale.
TON NMG.
You lied.
Last matchup. Who wins?
Uh,
Timothy?
I think TON this time. I think they're going
You
to
think
learn
so?
from their mistakes.
Okay.
And I think they're not going to fumble in their early game tactics.
Well, they have to, because if they don't, they're not going to become a wild card team.
Exactly.
They're literally at the edge. We thought they might have lost their 4th place position after the last game, but they're just holding on by 1 point.
I want to see TON like fake that they're just going to stay on the roof and then like send somebody like to do like a James Bond mission.
Isn't that what happened the last game?
Well, but not that way.
Not that
Not,
way.
like,
There are
not
so many
right-
ways to do
But
the same
James
thing.
Bond, well, okay, I take it back. James Bond did like drop right in the middle of a base in one of the movies.
Spoiler.
In Goldfinger.
Spoiler.
That was like 50 years ago.
Spoiler.
60 years ago. If you haven't
Spoiler.
seen Goldfinger by now,
I didn't see Goldfinger.
it's a good movie.
Spoiler.
All right.
I'm not going to see it now because you spoiled everything.
All right, well, long story short,
You
I'm
said
going to spoil the heck out of this. James Bond
Oh
like
my
drops like right in the middle of a base.
okay, that's the mall
It's
in our
the
reference.
stupidest thing in the world, like
Okay.
in terms of like tactics.
That was literally the last match.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so now we need to see smart James Bond. We need to see like
Alright.
Daniel Craig James Bond.
Does such a thing exist?
Eh, not really, but
Okay.
we can
He
pretend.
has a nice car though.
He does have a nice car. He
Yeah.
always has nice cars
Yeah.
and cool gadgets, right?
Sure.
He's probably got a
back
lot of
in-
drone
back in that
credits.
time, back in that
sure,
time.
Sure,
Yeah, I mean, they're not so cool here.
I bet he's
now.
got a lot of drone credits.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. He's got a lot of red flare guns.
Is he not going for the green flare? Does he not have?
No,
does he not-
he's a solo player.
Really?
Yeah.
Does he not green flare someone back into the life?
No, he's not that. He's
Not
not
that kind of
guy.
person, okay.
No, no. James Bond rolls alone, my friend.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's why he's not cool.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, MCY. Split driving for the first time I think I've ever seen from them. And he dies. Yeah, and Repek dies.
Oh no!
That's what happens when you get an unlicensed driver.
Oh no! And Midas is here. With the speaking of gold fingers, we've got a Midas.
You know, we don't have voice chat on right now, but I can
Yeah.
just imagine through the speakers
I'd
that they're
be
just
mad.
laughing their butts
Well,
off right
that's
now.
actually, you know what? I wouldn't be mad. They don't care.
Well, do they know that Midas is right there, waiting on the top floor?
Yes. Ooh, doesn't matter. Double push.
That was actually pretty close.
But look what they do. You know, Joel, just even though this team has already won,
Yeah.
look at this. They don't, you know, we saw this earlier. We criticized some teams where they just would solo push up a stair or try to, you know, do that. They don't. They
Smart
send
plays.
two.
Smart plays.
Yeah.
That's
Smart
important.
plays. Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing. When you get a 60% look, not a complete look of MCY, you think they're just brain dead because they do these extremely aggressive plays that doesn't make sense seemingly.
Sure.
But once you start to understand them and get the complete view of this team, every play they make, it gives them a higher rate of winning that matchup.
Exactly.
So you have to take your time to understanding this team at MCUI. They're not just hyper-aggressive, animal-like, cannibalistic team. They actually know what they're doing.
They don't eat themselves.
They know what they're doing. They do eat their own kind.
I totally
they do
agree
eat their
with
own
you.
kind.
Oh, God. Oh, that's
Not going to go into too much detail about that one.
No, I'll let you hang on to that one. I'm good.
Can I just throw it away?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You can redo that one.
Yeah,
Oh, there are arcade machines out there.
Yeah, at the mall.
Look, I think you're absolutely correct, and I think you touch on a point that's really important in battle royales, is that you're always playing percentages.
Yeah.
You're not. People need to, like, when it comes down to BR esports, battle royales, like NewState, you're playing percentages. You're trying to make the highest percentage moves all the time, and that's what. Yeah.
Yeah. Put yourself in a position to win.
Exactly. And you know, sometimes if you are just, you know, in places to get points, you do things like this, right? You drive underneath the green players and you get the points.
And it feels like this is the only team that is snowballing off of their results.
Yeah.
Because when you're in a top position, you can't choose to just give up and just kind of relax and chill for a while and just let the game flow that way. They're taking on their advantages and making it greater. I was talking about poker a little bit earlier, but it's exactly what they're doing. They're playing with the big chips. They're playing with the big stack and using that to their advantage to make it bigger.
Yep.
And that's what good teams really need to do, because just because you're ahead and you're on the winning end, you don't just settle for that.
And
you
I think
make sure you're winning more.
Yeah, I think the fact that drone credits are in the game also really adds to your analogy. Like, I think that's one of the biggest things that really kind of also adds to that dynamic. Not only is our point system also kind of influence that, but the fact that you need to get those drone credits, you can bring teammates back, get the utility that you need in these, like, it makes those kills even more valuable.
Yeah, and the more kill you get the more drone credits, and that gives you more advantages because you can buy so many stuff at the drone store, and that just makes your team stronger.
Yep. It's a snowball for sure. Well, we have kind of separated territories this time, Joel, on this fight. Now,
again.
No.
Again.
No.
This was the guy that got shot down in the second floor last game around.
I tried to hype him up. Ooh, shot the feetsies, but that's all he's getting underneath that door.
Well, here's 𝑠_BNew. I actually don't know what he's doing. He's limited vision, doesn't actually have an understanding of where his opponents are, and that's what happens.
Well,
I just don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, you nailed it. 𝑠_BaRiO takes full advantage of it. So now �ryukai up top, waiting, and I think we're going to see a repeat here potentially, Joel, of just you know, NMG taking their time, crossing the T's, dotting their I's, instant knock here. But oh, the trade is there on off. That could be on-off dead, but that might not matter so much if they can win this fight overall.
Just get one kill. That's all that matters.
Yep.
At this point, you just want to collect as many kills as you can.
Yep, there it is. And now you can get the green flare if you had lost the player.
Yeah.
They did. So they will probably go for that green flare here. If not now, then in the next, you know, movement they make.
And I think with that, TON is officially out of this tournament.
Indeed.
Yeah, they are 5th place, giving their position off to NMG, who replaces them as 4th.
Well, they looked great in the beginning. You know, we can say that about it. They came in, they made a splash. There's something to be said about that, you know, for the future.
Yeah.
There's potential to build on. You just gotta kind of. I think confidence seemed to be an issue for TON.
It's just a lot of stuff to work on for this squad, and if they do choose to participate back in a future tournament in Korea, they have the potential, because we saw those potentials in Game 1 and 2, and just need to just tweak out a few bits, and I think they'll be fine.
I'm with you. I tend to agree. All right, WD being a little bit different than we usually see them. I'm not exactly sure what their plan was, but yep, here we go, green flare. They are going to do it before they move in the next circle. I was curious. Well, at least they're going to grab it. I don't know if they're going to call it in yet, but I think they can.
They can, yeah. I mean, and it's a good spot to do so because they're outside the circle. Not many teams are going to be interested around this area to hover over them. So you're not going to get those free kills that we saw from MCY.
You pray that MCY is on the other side of the circle.
They are on the other side, so thankfully for them.
Maybe WD tries for it? I don't know.
Maybe, but I don't think they're that kind of a team.
No, they don't seem to be.
Yeah, they rather stay you know, under the guys if they can choose.
It seems to be their play style, yeah.
Yep.
All right, well, on-off.
We make a bet here, Paper Thin.
What's the bet?
Does on-off make it safely back to the mall?
Oh, yeah, easily this time.
Oh, that wasn't much of a bet.
Nope.
Okay.
This time, yes. If MCY was not just completely on the opposite side of the map,
Sure.
I would maybe consider taking that bet, Joel, but nobody else seems to be keen to try what MCY does.
Well, there's the bet.
We won.
We all won.
We all win.
Yeah.
He's back in the game. We all win.
I didn't think that we were that charitable.
I'm usually not.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think you were that
I'm in a
that
good
kind of
mood
person.
today. I'm having a lot of fun.
You're having fun.
Yeah, you know me, like.
I mean, now we kind of just jump onto this next topic.
Right.
You've casted a lot of PUBG games. You've casted a lot of PUBG Mobile games too, as well.
Yes.
What do you think of NewState?
I love it. I think, like, for me, as far as like mobile shooters go, it's the like cleanest I've played, and it's also the most like the controls feel the best. The movement feels really good. Like it feels the most fluid. I like that it's very similar to PUBG in a lot of respects, so it feels pretty comfortable. The one thing I really, really, really like is the drone credit system.
Yeah.
I really, really like the way that that functions in the game. I like the green flare gun in particular as well. I think those things are like awesome, awesome additions to the game.
Well said. I mean, it's a game changer, really.
It is.
Yeah.
In a very good way.
Yeah.
And I have to say it is the smoothest mobile game I've played in terms of shooters.
I mean, we did release the game in November 11th of last year.
Yeah, not long ago.
It hasn't been long. Only about 3 months of service about now.
Yeah.
And I'm just, you know.
Get out there. It's got the paper-thin stamp of approval.
Woo! Isn't that pretty much the highest quality seal you can get?
Absolutely.
In the market?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
That seal is so expensive.
It's okay, it has a cost now. Usually seals don't come with a cost.
The cost is my pride.
Wow. It's
and
not
my
even
pride is like...
It's not even monetary.
It's not real money. No.
Okay.
That would be bribery.
I learned a lot of things today. I didn't even know that seal existed, first of all.
Neither did I until just now.
And
I
it
just
has a
made it up.
non-monetary value.
Yep, it's all pride.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I just made it up.
Good for you.
Thanks.
Good for you, Paper Thin.
I've got the Joel stamp of approval.
Yeah, that's the one that I didn't know existed on my end either.
Yeah.
Okay, I like stamps.
Oop, they got stuck in the door.
Yeah. This is it's a fiesta.
It happens.
Yeah.
Y'all know what you want to do.
WD though, this team can make it to the wild card position if they get a lot of kills. They are being really passive right now, losing out on a lot of opportunities. But they know they play best once they play smart, get to the right position, and get those mid-game into the end game kills.
Exactly. Well, this is okay. MCY lost somebody this time out of the vehicle. So let's see how they're gonna play this. Some parting shots.
That's some nice shooting though.
It is.
They have to go back to Youngju though to try to get the res.
They get the res. Their opponents do not, and that's a win.
Yeah.
NMG, are there enough drone credits for another green flare gun? Is my
I would
question.
imagine. I mean, it's the mall. The mall has a lot of spilled money.
Yeah, he's sitting on like 540 by himself. So law of averages if the rest of his team has. And they find a few in the house as well.
No, I think they dropped it.
Oh, they dropped it
they
for
dropped
him?
it, yeah,
Yep.
so that they can pick it up, combine it, and get the equivalent of 2,000-ish. I think it's around 1,800 right now.
Yes, that sounds right.
Yeah.
I think it's right. I think you're right.
So I think
it's not cheap.
Yeah, it's not cheap by any means, but if you're at the mall, you have a lot of money.
What is going on? BB now
Are
trying
they
to
actually
harass.
trying to be an aggressive team?
I like
BB?
it. Oop. Is that...
Uh-oh. They
no.
get off at the wrong side of the vehicle. That is not where you get off the vehicle.
Not like this!
Oh.
Not like this!
Buffet on the house
Oh.
for MCY.
You just like
That is tasty.
offer yourself up to MCY.
That is tasty for MCY.
Oh.
They thrive on situations like this. They thrive on moments like this.
I want to say NMG managed to pick up a kill or two in there too.
I think MCY picked up the most of it.
Yeah. But NMG
Goodness.
had to have at least gotten one because
You think so?
I think one because they
Okay.
wiped out TON and they have 5 kills.
Oh, okay.
Unless they got a kill on
Going by the numbers now, we see.
MCY, they did not. So
Yeah.
it has to be BB. Well, at least
We'll
one
see it
kill.
here.
Not good.
They got off at the wrong side of the field.
Oh,
That is
it's
not where you
just-
get off.
They're unbelievable. Like the timing, the game sense that MCY has is
Yeah.
incredible. They just strike at the perfect moment.
It's a smelling of blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're sharks, man.
They understand where players need to be at certain times to pick up their food.
Shark Week came early.
You know, we're in the COVID era, and we like pickup foods.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I am addicted to food delivery food now.
Yeah.
Look at this. They're just absolutely
What?
slaughtering.
How do you get those things?
This is lambs.
Are you?
Everyone else in this lobby is a lamb.
But isn't it very difficult to get shots like that?
Yes.
From that angle?
Of course. They're just that
It
good.
looked easy.
Oh, they lost their vehicle, though.
Oh, it's
Okay.
NMG firing back.
Okay.
He has
NMG has a real shot to not just win this game, but
MCY.
get second, get into the finals.
Yeah, they were so busy with all the food that they didn't even notice NMG was still on those compounds with an easy shot.
Oh, baby.
I don't
Didn't
think,
get the knock, but he got a lot of damage.
I think he was wearing a level 3 helmet maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. But you can see, yeah, he had level 3 gear. But I mean, this is fun to watch. Oh,
Careful.
okay. Well, that's just an ECAP. You don't need those.
Well, NMG, yeah, I mean, NMG, they've been playing so well to the point why we're wondering why they're at 4th place still.
Yeah,
Because this team looked like a 2nd place team.
I agree. They've been playing really good. It's just it seems like they run into MCY and everything falls apart. I mean, he's trying to chase this down.
There's a car.
Not like this, not like this. Oh,
but they're
okay.
winning.
Oh, they won the flank fight. That's huge, but now 2 down. Oh,
Oh
boy.
my
I
gosh.
think this is over. I think
Oh
this
my gosh.
may just be over.
Sinyena,
Yeah.
there it is.
Unbelievable.
Wow. Well, NMG, they're in the wild cards for sure. Wow.
They're unbeatable. I mean, to be fair, WDE, they're in a desperate spot. They need points. They go for it. I like
NMG,
the play.
NMG.
Okay, NMG's
Get the
opportunity.
kills. Get the kills.
Oh my God.
This
No way.
should be easy though.
No
this
way.
should be.
No way. They did it. They
did it, okay.
Just barely.
No. Now, this is important. 2 points away from 2nd place.
Yeah.
This versus AD is going to be the decider.
Oh, a great fight.
They should have enough green flare guns to almost bring back a full squad, and they're just inside the circle.
How long does it take after you shoot the green flare gun up
I want to say like
before you can come in?
just
20 seconds?
Just my feel, right? About 20, 30 seconds. And with all the parachuting and all that combined.
Yeah. Okay. So not long.
It's all feel though. It's all feel. Not official at all. But
that's pretty quick regardless. Right?
yeah, I mean, it's pretty reliable. But you don't want to go too far outside the scope. But the phase now just opened up. So maybe you want to try it.
Like you have to do it right now.
But I think it's a little bit too late now if they haven't done it already.
Okay. I'm not sure. We didn't get a look at it. We're watching AD.
It is AD's game to lose.
Absolutely.
It's exactly what it is. They have the circle to their favor. All they have to do is make sure that NMG doesn't get the kills above
TB
them.
could win this too. We haven't talked about it.
Yeah, TB could get 2nd place, but it is a long shot, but it's possible.
If they win the game, that should probably
5 points with a couple of kills.
Probably.
Yeah.
As long as AD doesn't get a ton of kills.
I think this is NMG's game to really steal off AD if it's up to me. I mean, they got 9 kills already. They're looking good. As long as they can get a couple of members back, but they doesn't seem interested to do that.
Maybe. TB.
Still stuck at the graveyard.
Get out of here. Oh.
Yeah, he can. There's a ledge over there. Yeah,
you're right.
Right there.
Okay. Some fancy driving. I like it. Very nice.
Pretty nice. TB does have all 4 members.
Yeah, I think TB, if they catch NMG like in the open here, I think they might get those 2 kills, and then it's just kind of a 4v4, and then it just depends on, who's better in that moment. You still have that AWN.
We do have to understand that the difference between 2nd place and 3rd place is huge.
Yeah.
You don't have to play another day for you to secure yourself in the finals.
All right, here's the drive-by attempts. AD's doing the same thing.
This is what you need to do.
Yeah,
this
is
is
gone.
Yeah.
One more, and that's, yep.
Okay.
NMG gone. Okay.
It's just TB. They have to get rid of TB if they win 2nd place.
Let me do some quick math. It's 3 points for 2nd.
4 kills. Yes. They will get it. They'll
so
get
if
it.
AD gets 3 kills.
But AD has to end up with 0. No more kills from here.
Yep.
That's the only.
Well,
possibility.
maximum points is 9. 7 to be the total.
Okay, TV, get out.
Okay,
Okay.
that's a start. Oh,
Okay.
knock.
Okay.
That's
Knock
2.
is not a kill. Okay, but they do
no.
get 1
Oh,
kill.
that's another one. It's just 1 left.
There
That's
it is.
it.
That's it.
80, second place.
Well deserved.
So they, along with MCY, move on. 3 wins in a row there.
Yeah.
AD.
Justified their position at second. They were the second best team in today's group stage. No question about that. NMG were close.
Yeah.
But the challenge put by AD, not a super hyper aggressive team, but to go up on that, knowing their position, knowing that they do have to get those kills to secure their second place position. Otherwise, they have to play again on Thursday with not even a security that you're going to go up to the finals on Friday.
Precisely.
So if you're AD, you played that as perfectly as you could have.
Exactly.
Be aggressive at the right time, go up against one team at a time, and there you are. 4 kills at the end, but that's all you need to secure your second place position.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, you won the last game without really having to do anything. You know, everybody else is fighting for these kill points that are so valuable. You in that second spot, interestingly enough, can just kind of chill. I like it. I like what you're saying. I'm with you on that. AD, good job understanding their situation. Good job understanding these last couple games and being the other team to qualify through with MCY. So hats off to both of those teams. Congratulations. They go directly to the grand finals.
Yes, yes.
We're done here for Group A. That is it. It's not life over for everybody. A few teams get to go to the wild card as well.
Yeah, but the unfortunate thing is that TON, as well as they have played in the early moments, kind of raising our expectations for them, they won't be going to the wild card, so they are officially eliminated from this tournament. But TB and NMG, they look quite good. I think unless we see some really, really great 3rd and 4th place finishers come Group B and Group C, I think TB and NMG has all it takes to really be at the top of the position on Thursday.
I agree.
Friday.
I think NMG is pretty solid. I think TB had just a couple of crazy. I mean, again, we go back to that end of Game 3 where the grenade from the roof to finish off AD to win that game was absolutely crazy. That's one of the greatest moments I've seen in esports, just like period.
Now, I would like to correct myself on one little detail.
Oh, okay.
We have 6 teams in total going to the wild cards on Thursday.
Just 6?
And we have 2 more blank spots, right?
So there is still a possibility.
There's still a possibility that TON, by scoring and all those things combined, they can make it to Thursday and play at the wild cards for a redemption. But it is still going to be very, very tough. They put themselves in a tough position, to say the least. But
I think it's pretty unlikely.
But I think they do need another chance to kind of redeem themselves, to show their Game 1 and Game 2 kind of form that they've showed that really wowed us at the beginning. I just really want to see it again.
I would too. I thought they started out so good. I thought, okay, well, TON, excuse me.
Yeah.
The Titans of NewState. I'm like, yeah, let's see it. I thought for sure they were actually going to live up to the name.
Exactly.
Fell short in the end. MCY kind of just took this lobby over. It was really their world, and we were just living in it. It's an isekai. You know what an isekai is? Like in anime? Yeah. It felt like that, right?
Yeah.
Like we're in a different world.
MCY is 1st place, right?
Yeah.
AD is 2nd place.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like a 1-place difference between those 2 teams.
No, right? It feels the gap is way larger.
Yeah, MCY. I will be heavily surprised if we see a team that's significantly above their level from Groups B and C, because we just don't know anything about these teams coming up.
Correct. Yeah.
So tomorrow and Wednesday, well, today's Tuesday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So tomorrow and Thursday. Yeah, it should be very, very exciting because we just don't know what to expect from the other groups that we haven't seen so far.
Yeah, I mean, in an inaugural tournament, for a new game, for a new esport, you never know what you're going to see.
Exactly.
The meta is going to evolve as the weekend. AD, though, who knows? Maybe they're more passive style. It could pay in the final lobby. Like, the teams could be so kind of evenly matched that maybe that style pays off in the end.
And to be fair, it is only the first day of competitive play.
Yeah.
Although we did have 8 matches, it is a possibility that AD hasn't shown us 100% of their form.
Exactly.
It's a possibility that they can go over to Saturday on the grand finals and just absolutely pop up and show off a team that we haven't seen from them yet.
They might learn from what they saw today. They might take some of MCY's playbook and add it to their own.
Because I think their individual skill base is actually not that bad.
Yeah, sure.
Concerning some moments where they did beat over MCY in certain moments. So I think the possibility definitely is there.
I agree. I think anything can happen. You know, definitely MCY today leaps and bounds above everybody else, but you never know. Coming into the finals, things can change. Teams adapt quickly. Teams learn quickly. You know, the thing about Battle Royales is that it's a lot about who is the smartest team.
Sure.
You know, mechanics are, of course, a
see
necessary foundation. You have to have that, but you need more than that to win events. You need smarts.
And I think what you're saying kind of builds up to this sequential events that we'll see from day to day as teams evolve kind of indirectly in a sense where the first day we saw MCY fragging the heck out of this entire tournament as far as we've seen. But as you say, the extra elements that really add to a successful team, we'll see that sort of being built up in the backseat, in the backgrounds, where people don't actually see the team development in a way that is all smart, that really add to the overall team quality.
Yep.
We did see a lot of smarts from MCY, but beyond that, I think there's a lot of possibly left to grow for these other teams that will make it up to the finals, and kind of left for us to make a lot of question marks as to what we're going to see.
Anything's possible. Yeah, that's kind of why we play the games. You know, that's what makes it fun, is to watch the teams adapt, to watch the changes day to day, to see what the meta is going to look like. The next group could look totally different. Teams could be playing more passive. There could be better snipers. Who knows what we're going to see tomorrow. I think it'll probably be somewhat similar to today. I think in general, like you were saying at the beginning, the ARs and the the LMGs and the SMGs seem to be really powerful, and of course, that's what we saw today. We saw some good sniping moments, but mostly it's about those guns.
And the favorite plays of a lot of these successful teams today has been the riding shots.
Yeah.
Just
they're powerful.
Movements, very maneuverable, and lots of mobility as you just track around. You do the scouting, and you have all 4 players in, so it's basically a full-fledged a turret.
Yeah.
That you can just fire at anyone that comes at you, but will we see more of that in groups B and C?
I think so.
I would imagine so.
I think so.
I think it really, we saw a clear meta today as you were talking about the weapon composition along with the style of plays that gets successful teams their points. But I'm really intrigued to see if we're going to get something totally different from groups B and C that we haven't seen play-wise and meta-wise that we haven't seen from this today's Group A.
Yeah, generally in my experience with these kind of things, probably something a little bit different. There'll probably be a few adaptations, but somewhat similar. It'll feel a little bit similar with a few kind of wrinkles with, a team that maybe tries to mimic what they saw with MCY, but can't actually quite do it because they haven't practiced it enough, that kind of thing.
So who does the best practice the best?
Yeah.
That's pretty much the game of the story here.
Right, precisely.
And we're going to go on to Group B tomorrow, Group C tomorrow, and just a reminder to everyone that on Friday, we're not going to have another group stage. We're going to only have 3 group stages from today, tomorrow, and the next day. On Friday, we'll have the wild card. So 3rd and 4th place teams from each of the groups, and 2 more teams selected out of the entire pool combined together. So we'll have those 8 teams on Friday and decide the top 2 teams from there, go on to the finals and play the final day on Saturday.
Exactly. All right, so let's take a look at the final results here. You can see 1st and 2nd place.
Almost 100 points.
Automatically in. Yeah, jeez.
Almost 100 points.
That's crazy. You automatically go into the grand final, so congratulations to MCY Pro and All Die. They're in. For TB and NMG, got it. They go directly to the wild card. The rest of the teams, we're not too sure.
Yep, TON and we call the bread and strawberry jam.
Yeah, definitely the bottom 2 teams are out.
Yeah, for sure we're gonna. Well, the bottom 2 teams, because they're so far behind in points, they have absolutely no way of making it to the wild cards.
Yes.
But as you can see in the screen here, it's mostly in Korean, but you do see a bit of English.
It's our names.
Bits of English. Oh, it is. Yeah, okay. Paper Sheen. That's all that matters. Paper Sheen.
I like that.
Hey, you know what? We're going to group stage B with Joel and Paper Sheen tomorrow.
Paper Shine.
Paper Sheen. Hey.
That's what my head does. It paper shines.
It's a good ending to a wonderful day. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, it was a good day. It was very, very good.
No, it was fun because this is a very significant moment in this game of NewState because we're sort of in this moment of deciding where the game goes to in the future, and the perspectives of what can happen with this game is
these events always set the pace. They always set the tempo, kind of establish what we're going to see in the future, not just here in this event, but also in the lobbies, in the games you play in. That's why you got to watch these things, because the best of the best are going to be watching this, right? They're going to know what is happening. So you guys make sure you get ready because we've got more games tomorrow, Joel. We've got Group B coming up tomorrow. A lot of PUBG, or excuse me, just NewState Mobile coming through here, you know, and I'm excited. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
We can call it off today. Come back tomorrow.
I think we're pretty close to wrapped up here.
Yeah, I think we finished it up now.
We're good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place with Group B here at the NewState Mobile Open Challenge. Oh, we got to buy a little bit more time.
Hey,
I lied.
I waved, and that's the official wave, but it doesn't matter because we have to just call it off. Yeah, I think they're done. We can call this off.
Okay, we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Take care.
इलाही मेरा जी आए आए कल पे सवाल है जीना फिलहाल है खाना बदोशियों पे ही जाने क्यों इलाही मेरा जी आए आए इलाही मेरा जी आए आए
So, hello everyone and welcome to our new live stream. Hello 𝑫𝒆𝒗𝒊𝒄𝒆 first और what? Hello साहिल भाई second, HT मेरा भाई third, रुद्रा मेरा भाई fourth. Thank you so much everyone for joining. क्या हाल है सभी के? I hope सबने आनंद ले रहे होंगे अपनी ज़िंदगी का. I hope सबने खाना वाना खा लिया है और खाना वाना खा के सब माहौल में होंगे. 𝑫𝒆𝒗 first, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining everyone. And finally, here is our favorite Bhumi D in the chat. Hi. स्टिकर्स में बता देता हूँ कौन कौन से स्टिकर्स हैं. तो स्टिकर्स एक बार चेकआउट. कल रात में स्ट्रीम नहीं किया. कल रात एसटी की स्ट्रीम थी ना. फर्स्ट स्टिकर 𝑑𝒍𝒂𝒏𝒈 आर्मी बोलते हैं. सेकंड स्टिकर LXT. थर्ड वाला की मैं तभी कुछ खास नहीं. फोर्थ वन है जो भूमि दी का है AWW. फिफ्थ वन है गोली बेटा मस्ती नहीं. सिक्स्थ वन है रुक तेरी तो विथ अ चीटी चप्पल मारते हुए. और सेवंथ वन है हाय मतलब हाय वाला हाय. और एट्थ वन है घंटा. तो मैंने सारे स्टिकर्स बता दिए. आई होप आपको पसंद आए हो. नहीं आए हो तो हम चेंज कर दें. रुक तेरी तो भूमि दी गुस्सा क्यों कर रहा है? गोड़ा स्थिराई बिल्कुल मस्ती नहीं करेंगे. क्या हाल है भूमि दी? कैसा रहा आपका घर का ट्रिप? आई होप घर पे सब मस्त होंगे. और भाई हेलो सेल भाई क्या हाल है? फ्री फायर बैन गुड. हेलो एक्जेंस वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम ब्रदर. और भाई क्या हाल है? एक नंबर एक नंबर. फ्री फायर बैन. फ्री फायर पे एक वीडियो डाल देंगे बहुत जल्दी. हंट पे रिक्वेस्ट भेजते हुए फ्री फायर वीडियो डाल देंगे. जुगी स्टिकर में भी आ गया लॉल. हाँ जुगी का स्टिकर है. हेलो प्राइवी. हेलो अंट भैया. प्राइम बेबी. ओह ये कब हो गया?
खेल रहा है क्या?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल खेल रहा हूँ. अभी जस्ट स्ट्रीम चालू करी. आपके साथ खेलने का मौका हम कैसे छोड़ सकते हैं?
ओह ये तो मुझे कहना चाहिए.
अरे सही बता सही बता. टॉक्सिक रीपर भाई क्या हाल है? वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम. टॉक्सिक रीपर कौन है भाई? मेरा एनिमेटेड ओवरले टर्निप में नहीं आ रहा. क्या करूं? मुझे इंस्टा पे भेजो आपका
एनिमेटेड ओवरले को GIF में कन्वर्ट करना होगा.
ओके. एनिमेटेड ओवरले वीडियो के रूप में होता है क्या?
वीडियो में कुछ लोग बनाते टाइम वीडियो में हो जाता है ना वो. तो
अच्छा.
उसे GIF में करना पड़ता
नहीं
है.
तो GIF में कन्वर्ट करके फिर टर्निप पे लगाना पड़ेगा. उसमें भी बहुत साइड्स होने जैसे बहुत कम टर्निप एक्सेप्ट कर रहा है. साइज जो होती है ना उसकी साइज.
वो एक्चुअल साइज नहीं मिल रहा है उसकी.
हाँ मैंने भी बहुत जुगाड़ से. मैं इसके बाद वीडियो डाल दूंगा यार. मैंने एक वीडियो मतलब एक वो नहीं एक कैपविंग करके एक साइट है उससे करता हूँ मैं. तो वाली एक वीडियो डालनी है आज. कोई ये क्या आया? कुछ नया है क्या?
नया नया मोड है. वो स्पाइडरमैन गया ना अभी ये आया है.
ओह जाड़. चला दो फिर. एक TDM लगाओगे क्या पहले?
कोई
फर्स्ट मैच है.
ठीक है.
मॉन्टेज कैसा लगा LXT भाई? एक नंबर. रिवर भाई आपकी मॉन्टेज और हम मिस करते हैं ऐसा पॉसिबल ही नहीं है. बहुत जोर था भाई जोर. एक नंबर भाई. 6 बजे के बाद लाइव आ सकते हो क्या प्लीज? रुद्रा भाई 6 बजे तक तो लाइव बन जाती है. हम 3 बजे आते हैं फिर सीधा रात को 11 बजे आते हैं. रात को 11 बजे कभी कभी आते हैं. हमारे कुछ बहुत ही ज़्यादा करीबी लोग नहीं आ रहे थे तो अभी हमने 11 बजे वाली ऑफ कर दी थी 2-3 दिन के लिए. बट अभी वो फिर से आ गए तो हम फिर से आ सकते हैं. आप भी स्क्रिम्स खेलते हो ना एंड
No.
भी ऑफ चलेगा। हैरी पॉटर क्या बात है, नाइस नेम।
No. First point for the
98।
red team.
हेलो एक्स भाई, क्या हाल है आपके? LXT बॉट क्यों भाई यार? LXT इतना प्यारा खेलता है तुम्हारा, पता नहीं क्या तुम लोगों को? बताना पड़ेगा LXT कौन है क्या। घंटा ओ भाई साहब, फुल ऑन स्पैम भूमिदी।
पीछे का था ये।
क्या बात है भाई साहब, थैंक्स LXT भाई। अरे आपने मेंबरशिप मतलब एक्सचेंज रिडीम कोड दिया आपको कि नहीं दिया?
Watch out.
क्या अब देगा? ओह 118
Watch out.
राइट में 118।
Watch out.
वैसे इस भाई भूमिदी के पास चैनल की ओनरशिप है हाफ, तो अगर भूमिदी ने आपको वापस टाइम आउट दिया तो उसमें हम कुछ नहीं कर पाएंगे। भाई कसम से भाई, LXT घंटा नहीं बज रहा क्या? अभी बजाएंगे, रुको जाओ भाई। नेड करते करते हाथ से छूट जाता है भाई।
अबे साला, वे सबके सब कैंपर बड़े पड़े।
वही तो प्रॉब्लम है, बैठे हुए हैं एक जगह पे।
हटाई
The red team is in the lead.
अबे स्कोप ही नहीं हुआ, ये भी ठीक है। प्राइमी
बे बहुत लो, मारो से। नाइस
यार तेरा भाई इसका स्कोर कैसे हो गया यार? अरे यार इसने कवर दे दिया उसको। अरे यार 111 है। छी भाई।
हाँ बाहर
हेड लगा, हेड लगा।
ये नेड है।
Watch out.
115
हाँ।
16। पकड़ कमजोर हो गई जो, नेट भी छूट रहा हाथ से।
भाई ने वो-
ए क्या हाल है घोष भाई? अरे जंप हो ना, जंप होने को मांगता है, तुम क्या करता है जी?